Good evening, everyone, and we welcome you to the Eagles Nest here on the campus of Beaufort High School, where tonight the Beaufort Eagles take on the Hilton Head High Seahawks in the Beaufort County Bowl presented by WHHI Sports. I'm Chris Tremblay, joined by Bob Stevens and Jeff Shane. And Jeff, I'm going to start with you tonight. Can you kind of help to clear up this playoff picture a little? Because a few weeks ago, we kind of figured everybody here in the 4A Section 7 region was in, and that's not really the case, is it?
No, and how much time do we have is the other part of the question.
Yeah.
3 get in, and our region, Region 7 of 4A, is the only 4-team region in the division. All the others have 6 teams. So what's going to happen is 1, 2, and 3 are guaranteed playoff spots, and there are going to be 3 wild cards in the lower state playoffs. Those wild cards will come from the 4th place in Region 7 and the 5th place teams in Regions 4, 5, and 6. That's basically 4 teams for 3 spots. There's going to be an odd team out. And a committee is going to determine that at the end of the regular season and assign the wild cards to play the 3 division winners in lower state. That's the short version.
It's the old bowl championship committee is being put back together to just do this, to make this one pick.
Both teams come in at 0-1 in region play. So needless to say, it's pretty important that you want to win tonight.
Yeah, very much so, because the loser of this game is going to be in a must-win situation next week, which kind of makes tonight a must-win desperation situation. Now, if you win, you actually still have a chance to tie for the region title if you also win next week. That's what the 4-team division does for you.
Yeah.
But this is these are 2 teams that are very desperate to put themselves in good position for the final week.
Let's talk about Beaufort real quick, a team that started out with 3 wins. They've lost their last 5 games. They've been a little banged up, but they've got their linebacker, Will Kelly, back tonight.
And having Will Kelly back, we've talked about it before, he is the heart and soul and brains of that defense. He is a Division I type player. In fact, BJ Payne paid him the greatest compliment in talking to him midweek when he compared
don't blow it. Don't blow it. He's going to do it for us here in just a minute.
Okay,
All
there
right.
we go. But BJ Payne did pay him a great compliment, and having him back now that he's out of concussion protocol is a big boost for that Beaufort defense.
Bob, let's move over to Hilton Head, a team that hasn't had a whole lot of luck, not only against the Eagles, but certainly playing here in Beaufort.
Yeah, they have not won here in the lifetimes of any of the kids who are playing tonight. Let's put it that way. In the last 12 times the 2 schools have played, Beaufort's been the hammer and Hilton Head High's been the nail. 11-1 the Eagles have been against the Seahawks. So there's a lot of stuff saying, Hilton Head's got a little axe to grind to do all that. They bring back maybe their biggest weapon in Sterling White. We did not get to see him against May River a few weeks ago. He's back. He's dangerous, and he's going to try to get back behind that Beaufort secondary, which has been a little bit suspect, and wreck some havoc. And Hilton Head High obviously hoping for a high-scoring game.
Not only is Sterling White back, but they also have a few offensive linemen back.
They do. When we watched them play May River a few weeks ago, they were having to mix and match all kinds of pieces, and not only were they losing, a starter, they had to move another starter into that spot, which means they had to replace him, and the dominoes just fell from there. Almost back together now. Not quite. Cole DeMarzo will not play tonight. He's still in concussion protocol. They're hoping to have him back for the Bridge Bowl next week.
This should be a really good one. Both teams need a win to go ahead and really set themselves up for the postseason. When we come back, we're going to speak with the coaches right after this pregame timeout.
I'm a first-generation student. I needed a career change. I decided to go back to school, to TCL. I thought that returning to school would be more difficult, but the multiple financial aid opportunities, the support and encouragement from the staff and faculty was more than I could have ever expected. I'm a second-year radiologic technology student. I'm pursuing a career in X-ray. My name is Kelly, and I made it happen, no matter what.
Hilton Head Island's pristine beaches are one reason the area has boomed over the past 50 years, and Hilton Head Exterminators was there in the beginning. We covered the island, protecting homes and businesses as the island's first pest control company. Since then, we've expanded to protect homes and businesses beyond the island into Bluffton and the surrounding Lowcountry. Everywhere you look, you'll see one of our vehicles. Hilton Head Exterminators, here in the beginning, and we're still here, growing along with the communities we protect.
The life lessons that I learned playing football are priceless and started much earlier than my NFL career. As part of a team, I learned accountability, discipline, and the value of hard work. But the most important lesson is safety. Keep your kids safe during practice and during the game. Educate yourself and your kids. Learn the symptoms of concussions and how to prevent them. Everything starts with fundamentals, but remember, safety is first. For more information, visit peacockloves.com.
With Hilton Head High coach B.J. Payne before the big game with Beaufort, your teams have been all about who's healthy and who's not, and if you're ready to go or not. You fairly healthy?
I think we're getting back to that point, but kind of last week, we got some guys back, and it's kind of trying to figure out how those pieces work back into the puzzle. And you see that at all levels. You see that at the NFL level. I'm a huge Steeler fan, so when Le'Veon Bell, if he does come back, now you got to block differently. You got to do some things differently. It changes kind of your offense. So we're still figuring out those pieces, and we don't have much time to figure it out. So we got to get it going.
Last time we talked, and you were having to do that, it not only affects the specific position, but you're moving somebody from another position. So then you got to move somebody in there, and the dominoes really begin to fall. Is that at least fairly? Are guys playing spots they know now?
Some, but we're still moving the chess pieces, and that's something, and we still have some guys playing both ways. And I know we talked about it the other night, like against Colleton. They came out in a total different offense than they had ran. We get behind 21-7 because it's really hard for us to make that adjustment on the fly. And so eventually we just had to call a timeout to start a defensive series, settle them down, literally just show them on a piece of paper and say, here's how we're lining up. And we played the rest of that half well and pretty much well in the second half. So, it changes with the pieces.
On the other hand, Beaufort, as hard as you had to scramble with it, these guys haven't done anything that much differently in about 15 years. I mean, they used to be the easiest team in the world to scout. Are they a little bit different now, or are they still just line up and hit you?
Well, I know scouting them last week without Kelly on defense was a little bit different than scouting them the other 6 games with him. You
really like him, don't you?
He's an absolute freak show. I told you the other night I compare him to Chris Spielman, who on my end is about as high as a pedestal as you can put a kid. He makes plays. It almost appears like they move him around, but they don't. He'll stop trap inside zone. Next play, he's covering a 10-yard out or a 5-yard speed out and making the play on the sideline. He's absolutely remarkable. I'm blown away that the kid doesn't have 20 Division I offers right now. He's gonna find his spot, but he's the best linebacker that I have seen and seen on film since I've been here, and maybe in my 13 years of coaching.
Wow, high praise certainly for Will Kelly. Good luck to you tonight. Have some fun out there, will you?
I appreciate it.
All right, thanks very much. B.J. Payne joining us. We'll be back with Devontae Holloman and the Beaufort Eagles when we come back.
Home is that magical spot where weekends happen. It's tea parties and superheroes. It's one more bedtime story. It's your firsts, your lasts, and everything in between. Home is where you belong. We get it. Whether it's your first home, your next home, or your dream home, we want to build you the very best home for your life. Let us help you get started. VillageParkHomes.com. Close to everything, far from ordinary.
Beam Graphics Printing Company. We specialize in custom printing, screen printing, embroidery, engraving, trophies, team uniforms, business uniforms, signs and banners, and much more. We are conveniently located in the heart of Bluffton at 12 Johnston Way across from the post office. For all your printing needs, call the locals at Beam Graphics, 843-837-9663. You can also check us out online at beamgraphics.com and like us on Facebook for specials and design ideas.
Have you been hurt on the job, injured in a car accident, experiencing marital difficulties? Naird and Dubois are attorneys located on the south end of Hilton Head Island. With their extensive experience and knowledge of the law, they can help you on your legal matter. Naird and Dubois offer free initial consultation. So Whether you have been hurt on the job, injured in a car accident, or experiencing marital difficulties, call the attorneys of Naird and Dubois now to schedule an appointment to learn about your legal rights.
And we welcome in Beaufort head coach Devontae Holloman. I know, Coach, when I speak on behalf of the Lowcountry high school football conglomerate, it's good to have you back. How's it feel?
Great to be back. It's been a rough week, but my kids have held me up. My coaches did a great job while I was out, and excited about tonight.
Bob Stevens just spoke with BJ Payne just a little bit ago, and he was talking about Will Kelly and making comparisons with him and Chris Spielman. You got him back tonight. How big a piece of the puzzle is that?
A huge piece. We made a defensive change to a 3-4, and the two guys in the middle have to be men to make it effective, and to have him back, hopefully it'll show up on our defense, and he'll make a big impact like he always does.
Not only is it great to have you back, but it's got to feel awfully good to be back home now for the team. After a lot of weeks on the road, you're back home now. And we talked midweek, you talked about the level of energy that kind of happens when the team gets home, a little more so than maybe with some other teams.
Yeah, it feels like almost 2 months since we've been home, and you kind of see it now with the pregame. Our alumni here, homecoming. We got about 10 years, a decade worth of classes here returning, ready to cheer us on tonight. But our players feel comfortable at home. Our announcing crew does a great job trying to get energy in the building. Our student section is getting better, so it's all we could ask for in year one of trying to build our program not only on the field but off the field.
Let's move over to offense. Once again, what we've seen the last couple of weeks is Jeffrey Smith obviously doing a majority of the quarterbacking, but we have seen freshman Tyler Haley going ahead and coming in and throwing. Are we going to see him a little bit again tonight?
It's a balance. We're going to play Jeffrey. Whenever he needs a break, Tyler get in there, and we feel comfortable about him. So it's not a shyness thing. It's really when Jeffrey needs a blow, because he's doing so much for us, playing defense and kicking now. We keep adding on to it. So Tyler get his chance, and when he gets in there, he always does a good job. So can't tell you it's hard to balance as coaches, but we've been trying to do the best that we can.
Well, once again, Coach, it's great to have you back. Best of luck tonight.
Thank you.
When we come back, we're going to have the national anthem and then the opening kickoff right after this.
At Georgia Southern University, we're setting the standard for higher education in Southeast Georgia on 3 exciting campuses in Savannah, Statesboro, and Hinesville. We're offering more opportunities for hands-on learning, more ways to help our students find a career, and more economic impact on our region. At Georgia Southern University, discover more, connect more, be more. Florida and South Carolina residents get in-state tuition at our Armstrong and Liberty campuses.
Turbyville Insurance Agency has you covered in Beaufort, Bluffton, and throughout the Lowcountry. We are your independent insurance agency who will give you choices for peace of mind on your home, auto, business, life, health, and retirement plans by finding the best combination of price, coverage, and service. At Turbyville Insurance, we'll keep up with your changing insurance needs and are committed to customer satisfaction. Call us today and experience the Turbyville difference.
Hilton Head PSD offers convenient and secure online billing. Just have your PSD bill handy and click on the online bill payment button at WHHPSD.com. You'll be guided through the steps to establish your online billing account. Their payment options allow you to set up recurring credit card payments, you can view your consumption history, and more. Remember to have your PSD bill handy when you visit WHHPSD.com to get started. Hilton Head PSD, we're always working for you.
We are Palmetto Electric Cooperative, your touchstone energy partner.
Let's take a moment to honor America with the playing of the national anthem, proudly sponsored by OT Decor. Visit otdecor.com to transform your home into your American dream.
Oh, sing and you sing by the dawn's early light, what so proudly we hailed as the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous
And we are ready to go here from the Eagles Nest. Chris Tremblay along with Bob Stevens. Jeff Shane is on the sideline. Bryce Holthus kicks it off, and it's taken there by Sterling White. And he makes something happen up the left side, and he's not somebody that Beaufort wants to let get in the clear, because if he does, he's going bye-bye.
Sterling White on that kick return protects the ball for that last 10 yards and just mows down the kicker, Bryce Holthus, who held his ground enough to knock him out of bounds. But Hilton Head High with great field position to begin this game.
Hilton Head in white, Beaufort in their home green. Gaston Moore in a quarterback, feeding out of the shotgun. He's going to air it out right away, and he throws it down the right side, and he overthrows Deontay Richard, who actually had a step on his man, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Hilton Head High doing the one-back set to begin with, but they will move an awful lot of their people around. We will see Sterling White and Deontay Richard and Nate Brown carry the ball as well as catch passes. Will Frith, the running back to begin with.
Moore takes it, and we have an attempt to the Sterling White here, kind of a jet sweep. And there he is, the man we talked about in the pregame, wearing number 27 this week, Will Kelly. After 2 plays, makes his presence very well known, throws Sterling White for a big loss, and that'll bring up 3rd and long.
Amazing the things that B.J. Payne said about Will Kelly in our pregame show, likening him to Chris Spielman. After we turned off the camera, he kept talking about it.
Quick little pass on the left side there. Hilton Head trying to get a little something back. Deontay Richard on the receiving end of that. He gets back within the confines of the 10 yards that Hilton Head needed, but that'll bring up 4th down.
Co-captain Brendan Bowersox making a tackle. He had to play in the defensive line last week, but now has been moved back to linebacker. He and Kelly, the starting linebackers, although you'll see Bowersox particularly move around quite a bit. 4th down and about 7. They're going to go for it. No, they're not.
Jacob Moore in the punt, or Jacob Weaver, excuse me, gets off an end-over-end low kick that takes a very good Hilton Head bounce, and it's downed right there by Mackay Aiken, who takes it inside the 5-yard line, and Beaufort starts out deep in their own territory, a theme that hurt them last week.
Yeah, that's the kind of speed that you'll see out of Hilton Head High as well, though, as Mackay Aiken got all the way down the field and was able to cover a kick that was going away from him. He was catching up to the kick football, downed it at the 2, and that's where the Eagles will start.
Jeffrey Smith in a quarterback, James Dagan in the backfield with him. Dagan has had Beaufort's only touchdowns over the last 2 weeks. One would included a 91-yard kickoff return against Bluffton. And now we've got a few other bodies back there with him. And Jeffrey Smith, he was marked down, but that's going to be a safety. So on Beaufort's very first play on offense, Hilton Head gets 2 points.
Mackay Aiken making a tackle in the backfield. Beaufort came out with a kind of a full house backfield. Chase Geinup, usually their right tackle, was actually lined up as a fullback, a blocking back there. But they was not able to keep Mackay Aiken from making a tackle and giving the Seahawks a 2-0 lead.
Let's go over and see Jeff Shane and what he's got going on. Jeff?
Guys, not the start that Beaufort wanted tonight, and perhaps no team in the Lowcountry has needed a fast start more than Beaufort. We've seen how things have been the last 2 weeks. They've been a little flat-footed. They've had a lot going on off the field with the death of Coach Devontae Holloman's sister. They've come out flat. They finally have a chance to come back home. This is their first home game in 4 weeks, but so far so good with the defense, but then getting pinned back, giving up the safety early, they have a hole that they need to dig out of. Guys?
Thank you, Jeff. Jeff's Sideline Report is brought to you by Turbyville, your local independent insurance agency that has you covered throughout the Lowcountry. As Beaufort is about to try to get downfield and cover this punt. And running backwards there is number 6, Nate Brown, trying to get to the far left side and make something happen, and he went in the wrong direction and was well covered by Beaufort. and that's where Hilton Head will take over.
Not seeing either team do a whole lot going forward here.
Yeah, exactly.
Early on.
Hilton Head will take over at their own 28-yard line.
Defensively for Beaufort, Chase Guinup, 71 right in the middle. Brandon Smalls, the defensive end, number 10. The other defensive end, 55, Tajon Jenkins, a junior. Now we'll see if the Seahawks could get it moving forward.
Gaston Moore in the shotgun. He's looking to air it out again, and it looks like he wanted to run, and now he's going to run, and he's got some room to run, and he's got enough room for a first down out by the 40-yard line. So Gaston Moore looking to throw it, then wanted to run, looked to throw it again, and took off running, had enough for a Hilton Head first down.
Good job by the Beaufort secondary of covering the Hilton Head receivers and forcing Gaston Moore out of the pocket, but then a pretty good job by the Hilton Head offensive line to keep the pressure away from him and allow him to gain the first down.
Will Frith in the backfield with Gaston Moore. You'll see both quarterbacks operating out of the shotgun most of the night. Sterling White snuck back there too. Then a nice pass across the middle to Deontay Richard. And he's going to pick up probably just a little short of a first down.
Jeffrey Smith making the tackle. The quarterback, yes, and safety, yes, going both ways, as he usually does for the Eagles. The 4-year starter and senior.
2nd and 2 now for the Seahawks. Looking to the sideline there to maybe change things up just a bit. Given to Will Frith up the middle, and Frith appears to have enough for the first down. As a gaggle of Eagles grab him at just about midfield, led by Will Kelly.
And Kaye Little, number 40, the senior. Frith finding a little bit of room off tackle.
And on 2nd and 2, that's all he needed to find.
Yeah,
Technical College of the Lowcountry. Make it happen no matter what.
Will Kelly made the initial hit.
And usually you don't get away from that initial hit with Will Kelly.
That's for sure.
Throw on the right side there by Gaston Moore. His target there was Nate Brown, in and out of his hands. He was open, couldn't quite hold on to it, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Nate Brown, a 5'10 senior. He and Sterling White is senior. Deontay Richard is senior. The 3 primary targets of junior Gaston Moore.
Hilton Head without their main receiving weapon, at least it was in the last time we televised them, Cole DeMarzo. He is out with a broken collarbone.
DeMarzo hoping to play next week at the Bridge Bowl against Bluffton. BJ Payne not so sure the doctors were going to allow that.
Moore goes up the left side, and he's got Sterling White there who's trying to make a little something happen. Picks up probably the better part of 7, and that'll bring up 3rd and about 3.
George Williams, the junior outside linebacker, making the stop.
Hilton Head looking to break a forever winless streak here in the Eagles' nest.
I couldn't find it. I'm sure a Hilton Head fan knows the last time they beat Beaufort here. Since 2004, the teams have played 12 times. Beaufort is 11-1.
Moore on the right side, that ball is deflected up in the air. The intended target looked like it was Jeff Gordon. That'll bring up 4th and 4 now, and let's see what they decide to do. Mike Rickenboss Chevrolet, before you buy, give us a try.
4th down at the 42. They kicked it last time and pinned the Eagles at the 2 and ended up with a safety. This time they're going for it.
Maybe trying to draw them offside. We'll see if they decide to snap it. And it appears as though Hilton Head's going to take a timeout. We're going to take a Village Park Homes timeout. We'll be back right after this.
Home is that magical spot where weekends happen. It's tea parties and superheroes. It's one more bedtime story. It's your first, your last, and everything in between. Home is where you belong. We get it. Whether it's your first home, your next home, or your dream home, we want to build you the very best home for your life. Let us help you get started. VillageParkHomes.com. Close to everything, far from ordinary.
Ready for a new look in your home? It's time for some new ceramic tile or stone from Creative Interiors Carpet One. We feature the area's largest selection of ceramic tile, stone, and decorative mosaics to fit your unique style. Our long history with top manufacturers let us offer the best prices on all the major brands. We'll help you with what works best for your lifestyle and take the time to discuss your options. Locally owned, we're your neighbors here at Creative Interiors of Beaufort.
For all your floor covering needs, visit us at Creative Interiors Carpet One on Boundary Street in Beaufort.
So on 4th and 4.
Little wildcat.
Yeah, we got a little wildcat going on here. And it appears as though Deontay Richard is probably going to have the first down. Yes, he does have the first down and a fresh 4 for the Seahawks.
They spread the field out, tried to create as many one-on-one opportunities as possible, and then Richard did the math, said we got one more in the middle than you do.
I'm going for it.
I'm going for it. First and 10.
Deontay Richard again taking the snap. Sterling White in the backfield with him. He fakes it to White. He keeps it himself, and nothing happening on that one.
Chase Geinup says no, sir. The 3.9 student, going to be an engineering major in college, hoping to walk on at Clemson.
And it's 6'2" and 295 when he says no for you. It's a definitive no. 2nd and 10 now for the Seahawks. Gaston Moore back in taking the snap. Moore takes it, rolls to the right, throws it down the right sideline there, and he's got number 6, Nate Brown. And the whistle had blown after his forward progress had been stopped up around. Let's see where he got to.
Rolling to his right, getting rid of it quick. And Nate Brown doing a good job of hanging on to it until the pile moved him back. They'll mark it at the 27.
And that's another first down for Hilton Head. Village Park Homes, your true hometown builder. They're close by everything, far from ordinary. Village Park Homes. Moore takes it, pitches it immediately over there. Will Frith picks up a couple. And they've got to mix up this run a little bit if they want to go ahead and open things up for Sterling White.
That offensive line for Hilton Head, Conrad Alford, number 50, a junior. 69, Alfred Young, a junior. Kyle Deere, a junior. Nate Dees, a sophomore. Jaquan Roberson, a senior. Nick Magnan, 55. We'll see him in there quite a bit as well. He's one of the senior co-captains.
3 lined up on the right side. Gaston Moore looking toward the end zone there. Deontay Richard well covered, but it looks like we could have a flag on Desmond Galliard.
Now, a lot of hand fighting going on there. We'll see who Tim Cahill catches.
Pass interference on the defense, number 3. Half the distance to the goal. What down? Second down. Replay second down.
That's going to be a first down for Hilton Head High.
So Deontay Richard looking for some isolation over there on the left side with the 3 other receivers lined up to the right. Good coverage that time by Desmond Galliard, but he got a little handsy. And that'll give Hilton Head a first down here with 6:03 left in the first quarter of the Beaufort County Bowl. They're threatening to get into the end zone for the first time tonight. Deontay Richard went backwards by the good graces of Mr. Will Kelly, who is probably going to spend a lot of time in that Hilton Head backfield tonight, and that almost looked too easy.
Yeah, what a great penetration there by 27, Will Kelly.
And going east-west against Will Kelly probably isn't going to be the ticket tonight.
No, he's one of those defensive players. You actually, if you're the quarterback, you have to say when you set the team up, okay, where's he?
Yes.
Now we'll go somewhere else.
Moore takes it, looking to go to the air again, throws it over to Deontay Richard, who catches it. Is immediately met by Jeffrey Smith, who holds on to him.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line. And Hilton Head High will have a third and about 6 or 7 left.
Nice little pitch and catch there from Gaston Moore to Deontay Richard to get a good chunk of the loss back and then a little bit. 3rd and 8 now for Hilton Head. They've got to get down to about the 3-yard line. Moore takes it, he's rolling to the right. And he's going to get met, and he takes the first hit. And he's down in the backfield there, couldn't find anybody open. Number 6, Jacob Anderson on the initial hit. He held on and then got a little help from his friends.
Yeah, Brandon Smalls is the one who chased him out, and then the big hit by number 10, Brandon Smalls. Jacob Anderson, number 6, in on the play as well. Bring up a 4th and 17. It'll bring Jonathan Orr in to try the field goal.
Orr's attempt here will be from about 38 yards. He definitely has the leg for this distance. Kick is up. Kick is just a little short. So Hilton Head threatens to score here late in the first quarter. But they come up just a little short and they keep their 2-0 lead. Elite Physical Therapy. Be an advocate for your health care. You have a choice. Choose the best. Elite Physical Therapy.
Just 3:48 left in the first quarter. And Beaufort is getting ready to run its 2nd offensive play of the game. Their first, of course, stuffed for a safety. And now Jeffrey Smith brings them out.
And they get to start from the more comfortable 20-yard line instead of the 2-yard line. Smith takes it, pitches it out there to James Dagan, who picks up the better part of about 4 or so. Let's see where they mark it. And he picked up about 4. That'll bring up 2nd and 6.
Hilton Head High, if nothing else, possessing the ball, keeping a defense that has been beaten and battered quite a bit the last few weeks. Keep them off the field, and that's a good recipe for success.
Smith looking to the sidelines, getting signals from Bryce Lybrand, the offensive coordinator. And all the signs we've seen them flashing the last 2 weeks that have McDonald's and everything else on them. Smith back to throw it, throws a little lob pass out there, and he's got a man. That's number 24, William Winburn. He's got a first down, and the Eagles have got a little bit of something happening now. But we have a flag down, so let's see, and it's usually back in the area where we have a hold. Our referee tonight is Tim Cahill. Let's see what Tim has to say here.
Holding on the offense, number 62. 10 yards from the spot of the foul. Replay 2nd down.
So as we thought, we have a hold on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd and long now.
And Long again gets them back near the shadow of their own goal line. Back inside their own 10.
It's almost as though Jeffrey Smith's looking over and saying, can I get a little love here with the field position? And he's got a heavy rush on him this time. Little screen pass to James Dagan. who gets out 2. He wasn't quite down. He picks up another 6 yards. Looked like he was going to be down at the 19. Got out to just over the 25. Nice effort there by James Dagan. Let's see this again.
It'll bring up about a 3rd and 5, but Dagan cuts back in. He's down, right?
He was down on the 19-yard line. So that happened so quick, the officiating crew didn't even pick it up. And Beaufort's given a friendly 5, as we say. Once again, no replays here on the high school level. Smith takes it, looks to back the pass, throws it. He's got a man out there. It's Reed Rochelle, and he's out to about the 37-yard line, and that's enough for a Beaufort first down.
Their first down of the game. Rochelle, the number 1 receiving target, being covered there by Jack McGoldrick, a safety, who eventually makes the shoestring tackle.
OT Decor offers unique lighting designs. Visit their website, otdecor.com, to find the perfect accent to your home. And this time it's a fake, and Smith rolls out to the side, hits Rochelle, who picks up probably about 4. So I can tell you Amare Morris said, "Thank you for not giving me the ball," because I was going nowhere. Turbyville is your local independent insurance agency that has you covered throughout the Lowcountry. Turbyville Insurance. 2nd and 6 now for the Eagles. 1 minute left here in the first quarter of the Beaufort County Bowl. Ball's given to Amare Morris, who might have picked one up, and he was hit pretty hard there by the Seahawks defense.
Eli Hickey making the tackle for Hilton Head High, a linebacker. Let's set the Beaufort offensive line. Give those guys a little love early on. Toby Strauderman, the new center. He's a junior. Caleb Haygood, 61, a junior. Terrence Wilson, a sophomore, 62. Number 51, Brendan Bowersox. Of course, I've talked about him, a senior. And 56, Henry Manley.
Jeffrey Smith rolling to the left now, and he throws it well downfield. He had a man there, was Trey Hayward. Couldn't quite hold on to it. Don't forget that tonight's MVP award is brought to you by the Charles Sampson team at Charter One Realty. We will be presenting that upon the conclusion of tonight's game. Last week it was Brandon Morales for May River, who ran for 198 yards. We have a timeout call by Hilton Head. We'll go to a Village Park Homes timeout. We'll be back right after this.
Beam Graphics Printing Company. We specialize in custom printing, screen printing, embroidery, engraving, trophies, team uniforms, business uniforms, signs and banners, and much more. We are conveniently located in the heart of Bluffton at 12 Johnston Way across from the post office. For all your printing needs, call the locals at Beam Graphics, 843-837-9663. You can also check us out online at beamgraphics.com and like us on Facebook for specials and design ideas.
So on 4th down now, Jeffrey Smith looked like he was going to air it out and instead gets a nice kick away. One of the bonuses of having your quarterback do the punting is that if he doesn't see anybody open and he's got an alley, he can punt it. He does a good job. Ball gets down to about the 18-yard line, and that's where Hilton Head will take over.
I'm actually surprised they don't do that more often. When you've got that kind of a weapon back in the backfield, let him take a look at least. When he saw that the Seahawks were not coming, he said, well, let me look and see if there's anybody wide open. Then finally kicks it away. But that's been the only possession, really, that Beaufort High has had on offense.
Their very first possession on their very first play, Jeffrey Smith was tackled in the end zone for a safety. And then they finally got the ball back with about 3.5 minutes left here in the first quarter. And it appears as though...
Dead ball. Encroachment. on the defense. 5-yard penalty, still first out.
It appears as though we have an encroachment on the defense.
Yes, we do. Jacob Anderson, the guilty party, jumped into the neutral zone and didn't get back in time. Kind of drew the Hilton Head offensive line to move. Here in the final 11 seconds of a quick-moving first quarter.
Gaston Moore in a quarterback, takes it, gives it to Will Frith. Frith tries the left side. Maybe picks up a tough two, probably bring up 2nd and 3. And that's going to take us down to the end of the first quarter here in the Beaufort County Bowl with the score. Hilton Head 2, Beaufort nothing. We'll be back right after this.
Be part of something great. Join the CBC First Federal Bank family. A history of strength and a vision for the future. CBC National Bank and First Federal Bank are coming together to become an even stronger community bank. We're focused on vibrant communities, successful schools, growing businesses, and financial stability. We were voted again by the community as the 2018 Beaufort Gazette Best Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Hilton Head Island's pristine beaches are one reason the area has boomed over the past 50 years, and Hilton Head Exterminators was there in the beginning. We covered the island, protecting homes and businesses as the island's first pest control company. Since then, we've expanded to protect homes and businesses beyond the island into Bluffton and the surrounding Lowcountry. Everywhere you look, you'll see one of our vehicles. Hilton Head Exterminators, here in the beginning, and we're still here, growing along with the communities we protect.
The life lessons that I learned playing football are priceless and started much earlier than my NFL career. As part of a team, I learned accountability, discipline, and the value of hard work. But the most important lesson is safety. Keep your kids safe during practice and during the game. Educate yourself and your kids. Learn the symptoms of concussions and how to prevent them. Everything starts with fundamentals, but remember, safety is first. For more information, visit peacockloves.com.
One of the challenges I faced with picking a college was I'm a full-time firefighter, so I knew I would struggle with being able to take classes. TCL offers a flexible schedule, and I was able to complete 90% of my classes online. I earned a business degree in fire administration. I'm currently a lieutenant with the City of Beaufort Town of Port Royal Fire Department. I'm Ross, and I made it happen, no matter what.
So as we start the second quarter here, Hilton Head comes out. They're facing a 2nd and 2 from their own 25-yard line. A long 2. We'll call it 2 or 3. Deontay Richard back to take the snap, and usually when he does that, he either fakes it to Sterling White or gives it to Sterling White, and if he fakes it, he keeps it. And this time he keeps it, and nothing's happening there, and he'll probably lose a couple. Chase Guinup right there.
And also Brendan Bowersox, 51, that you see right there. You talk about him faking it or keeping it, and that time he did both. Did the fake.
Exactly.
Richard hobbling. And boy, that would be a key loss because he plays both ways for the Seahawks. It's like an ankle, lower leg, and he's down. We've had a timeout called on the field. We'll take a Village Park Homes timeout. Hilton Head on top, 2-0.
Hilton Head Island's pristine beaches are one reason the area has boomed over the past 50 years, and Hilton Head Exterminators was there in the beginning. We covered the island, protecting homes and businesses as the island's first pest control company. Since then, we've expanded to protect homes and businesses beyond the island into Bluffton and the surrounding Lowcountry. Everywhere you look, you'll see one of our vehicles. Hilton Head Exterminators, here in the beginning, and we're still here, growing along with the communities we protect.
Looking for a unique lighting fixture that'll have everyone talking? Check out OT Decor. We have thousands of lighting fixtures that are perfect complements to your house. We carry Kichler, Monte Carlo, Murray Feist, Savoy House, Siegel, and more. Visit our website at otdecor.com to find the perfect accent for your home, or stop by our showroom and visit with our experienced professionals for a personal touch. While you're here, check out our custom cabinets and vanities.
The life lessons that I learned playing football are priceless and started much earlier than my NFL career. As part of a team, I learned accountability, discipline, and the value of hard work. But the most important lesson is safety. Keep your kids safe during practice and during the game. Educate yourself and your kids. Learn the symptoms of concussions and how to prevent them. Everything starts with fundamentals, but remember, safety is first. For more information, visit peacockloves.com.
So Deontay Richard got up and walked off on his own power. Hopefully he'll be okay and be back soon. 3rd and 5 now for the Seahawks. He's somebody they don't want to lose. Moore throws it out to the right side there. Nice pitch and catch with Jeff Gordon. And Gordon has it up for a first down. Let's go over to Jeff Shane on the sideline.
Guys, I'm with Brooke Pacheco of Turbeville Insurance, who kind of keeps me paid here at the station. They're a sponsor of the Sideline Report, so what better place to have somebody come out and talk about what they're underwriting. And Turbeville Insurance throughout the Lowcountry, and what is it about sponsoring such spots as this and sponsoring schools in general that's important to Turbeville?
Well, supporting local schools and community events is a big part of our business. We only thrive when our community thrives. We want to be invested in our community. Our industry is about protecting people and understanding their needs. There's no better way to be in touch with your clients than supporting their children and their schools.
And Turbeville is not just a home and auto insurance place. You are a full-service insurance agency, am I right?
That is correct. Yes, we're full service. We've been around for 25 years. Here in the Lowcountry area, we have offices in Beaufort and Bluffton. We can do everything from home insurance, auto insurance, to business and nonprofit, and even weddings. Open enrollment for health insurance is approaching. It begins November 1st, and that's something that we can help with also.
Okay, and for those that need that kind of help, whether it's health insurance, auto insurance, whatever, what's the best way to get in touch with Turbeville?
You can always find us online at turbevilleinsurance.com. And then also we are on Facebook, Twitter, anywhere you want to find us.
All the good places.
That's correct.
Back to the action, guys.
Thank you, Jeff. Gaston Moore now on 3rd down and 7. Hits number 6 there, Nate Brown. I think Brown's going to be marked a little short of the first down there. And ironically enough, Jeff's Sideline Report is brought to you by Turbeville, your local independent insurance agency that has you covered throughout the Lowcountry.
Kaye Little, the man making the play there and keeping him from stretching out for the first down. He's number 40 in there, also number 3, Desmond Gaylord.
So on 4th down now, Jacob Weaver into punt. And Hilton Head's going to take another timeout. We're going to take another Village Park Homes timeout. We'll be back right after this.
Turbeville Insurance Agency has you covered in Beaufort, Bluffton, and throughout the Lowcountry. We are your independent insurance agency who will give you choices for peace of mind on your home, auto, business, life, health, and retirement plans by finding the best combination of price, coverage, and service. At Turbeville Insurance, we'll keep up with your changing insurance needs and are committed to customer satisfaction. Call us today and experience the Turbeville difference.
Before TCL, I was trying to find what school, what college would be the best fit for me. I come from a single family home and I couldn't ask my mom to pay a whole lot of money just for my education. And that's when I realized that TCL was the one that was going to offer me peace of mind for my financial situation. They've offered me great quality education at a low cost. I'm on a transfer block to transfer over after the semester. I am Antonia and I made it happen no matter what. Yo lo hice posible, no importa qué.
So 4th and 1 now. Hilton Head is punting. Nice kick gotten away there by Jacob Weaver. And it takes another good Hilton Head bounce, and Beaufort's going to be starting from their own 5-yard line. This has got to seem like a bad dream over and over again for them.
The Eagles just continuing to get horrible field position. Their first possession began at their own 2. Their second at least began at the 20, but then a holding call put them back inside their own 10. Now they begin their third possession of the game, and that's been it so far. Back at their own 5-yard line.
Hilton Head Exterminators, keeping Lowcountry homes and businesses bug-free for nearly 50 years. HiltonHeadExterminators.com. That's HiltonHeadExterminators.com. Tyler Haley's in at quarterback. And just when you think the freshman's going to throw it, he decides to run it up the middle, and he picks up probably a yard.
Tyler was the recipient of some poor field position last week when he came in for his first bit of duty last week against May River. Again, it was back around the 5-yard line, and it was tough to punch it out. But they have a rotation at Beaufort, and they want to get him in there on about the third series each week.
And give Jeffrey Smith a little rest.
Absolutely.
2nd and 9 now for the Eagles from their own 6. Haley's going to try to air it out this time, and he throws a nice ball across the middle, and he's got a man there, Harrison Hines, who's got a first down and gets Beaufort out of the hole that they seem to continuously start in, and now they've got a little room to operate.
Really nice throw here as he sets up, steps up, delivers the ball right on the money, and Hines was open and gets the first down for the Eagles.
They get it out to about the 32-yard line now. Haley looking over to the sidelines as they're going to change things up. Harrison Hines and Reed Rochelle are on the right side lined up. Haley fakes to the left. Now he looks over to the other side, throws a little pass across the middle there that was broken up. Intended for Harrison Hines.
Christian Miller making the defensive play for Hilton Head, a 5'11", 170-pound junior.
And there are the Beaufort fans all decked out for homecoming.
Yeah. Got a little of that going on. A lot of great tailgating out in the parking lot before the game.
There was. Boy, the food smelled good, too.
Yeah.
Think we can sneak out there at halftime? Probably not.
Probably not.
Probably not. 2nd and 10 now for the Eagles. Haley gives it to James Dagan, who tries the left side, and he goes backwards for about 2, and that'll bring up 3rd and 12.
You love it how quarterbacks will hide that ball in the belly of the running back, and then when it looks really bad, they'll let it in and say,
That's right.
Here, you get hit, not me.
Yeah. Why don't you take this? I'm out this play. I'm out. Peacock Auto Mall. They're not out. Find it all at Peacock Auto Mall.
Chase Guinup, 71, playing the right tackle. 62, Terrence Wilson at the right guard. Toby Strotterman, the center, 54.
Haley and Dagan in the backfield. Haley takes it and throws it up the left side, and he's got a man there that's got a first down. That's Reed Rochelle. Nice pitch and catch there.
Nate Brown making the defensive play for Hilton Head High. But again, he had time. Delivers it right from the back of his
Textbook.
left ear and just, on a bullet.
Elite Physical Therapy. Be an advocate for your health care. You have a choice. Choose the best. Tyler Haley chose to throw it right across the middle and look for Reed Rochelle, and that one was almost picked off.
By Eli Thompson.
Setting up 2nd down and 10.
For Hilton Head. Again, Rochelle tried to pick this one off his shoe tops. Ball popped up. And Elijah Thompson nearly gets the pick.
Had a little too much backspin on it. 2nd and 10 now for Beaufort. Tyler Haley, the freshman and a quarterback. Coaching staff very, very pleased with his progress. Looking forward to having him for the rest of this year and 3 more. Amari Morris in the backfield with him. They give it to Morris, and he's not going anywhere.
Both of them freshmen. Nick Magnan making the stop for Hilton Head, their senior defensive end, number 55. It'll bring up a 3rd and long for Beaufort with its first sustained drive of the night.
Mike Rickenboss Chevrolet, before you buy, give us a try. And before you leave us at halftime, stick around for the Mike Rickenboss Chevrolet halftime show. 3rd and 13 now for the Eagles, trying to keep this drive going. It started at their own 5-yard line. Haley throws it down the right side there, and he had a man. It was number 24, William Winburn, but he wasn't able to hang on. Coach Devontae Holloman there. Good to see him back in action this week after being away from the team for a week to deal with family matters.
It's good to see him again tonight in good spirits. The
yes,
smile was back on his face, and he looked relaxed again after the tragedy of dealing with the death of his younger sister. Now,
4th and 13 now. Jeffrey Smith into punt, and he gets a nice kick away. It kind of stops dead, and it looks like it'll come to a halt at about the 20-yard line, and with 7:23 left, that's where the Seahawks will take over. Village Park Homes is your true hometown builder. They're close to everything, but far from ordinary. Village Park Homes.
2-0 is the score. Hilton Head getting a safety early in the first quarter after their first drive was stalled. They kicked the ball and downed it at the Beaufort 2, and on the first play, Jeffrey Smith tackled in the end zone by Mackay Aiken. And just a minute and a half into the game, the Seahawks had a 2-point lead. That's where we are now, midway through the second quarter.
If you just saw the score up there with the crowd in the background, you think it might be a soccer game. Moore back to pass. He airs it out down the middle. And nobody was home there. Jeff Gordon was there, but he was well covered by Caden Grissom and company. And I think the one thing that the Beaufort defensive coaches have definitely stressed is that they don't want to let anybody get by their defensive backs, especially number 5.
Quick story, Jeff Gordon for Hilton Head High wears number 16. He's a senior. We asked B.J. Payne, why doesn't he wear 24 like Jeff Gordon, the famous auto racer? We'll finish the story in a moment.
Gaston Moore throws a quick one over there. That's caught by number 6, Nate Brown.
Well, B.J. tells us that Lavaris Brown, a freshman, got a hold of number 24 and isn't going to give it up. And Lavaris Brown is a very highly thought of freshman running back that is still on the JV team. We haven't seen him play yet, but they're going to give him 24, and he is also a big fan through the Hilton Head history books, guys who have worn 24 and been successful in the backfield.
Let's go over to Jeff Shane on the sideline. Jeff?
Guys, the Seahawks are going to be without Devontae Richard for a while, perhaps the rest of the night. Over on the Hilton Head sideline, they have cut the tape off his left ankle and are wrapping it in a bag of ice. You saw him get hurt just before the end of the opening quarter. If he can't come back, that puts a real crimp in things. Devontae Richard, through all of the injuries, has been the one guy that the Seahawks have been able to depend on. If he's not available to go the rest of the night, guys like Nate Brown and Sterling White are really going to have to step up. Back to you.
Thank you for that, Jeff. His sideline report is brought to you by Turbyville, your local independent insurance agency that has you covered throughout the low country. So the injury train continues to make stops at the Hilton Head High School team there. And just like that, Sterling White tried to do something with it, and he went nowhere.
Met in the backfield by Brandon Smalls. Smalls really an underrated player. Of course, we've spoken so highly of Will Kelly. Brandon Bowersox also has made a lot of highlight plays. Brandon Smalls is just there a lot and getting in the way, and he made his impact felt on that play, setting up a Hilton Head 4th down on a punt.
So on 4th and long, Hilton Head ready to punt. Jacob Weaver looked like he had a little trouble. Oh, now we're going to do a little fake. And it's caught right there. Do we have enough for the first down? That's a pretty bold play there, caught by number 3, Christian Miller. And it appears as though he does have enough for a first down. So who saw that coming? Certainly not I.
We're going to wait and see if there's a flag for an ineligible receiver downfield, which could certainly have happened in that situation. Devontae Holloman moving his players away from the huddle of officials, but also shaking his head like they had to have somebody.
That's right.
Downfield. They're huddling up, the officials.
Having a little encounter group out there, figuring out what they want to do.
The crew led by Tim Cahill, Roxanne King, the umpire, linesman Ronnie Jackson, line judge Marshall Connor, and back judge David Hale.
And it appears as though we've got a flag going down. Let's see what Tim Cahill has to say here.
Number? Any kind of?
No, I don't.
Ineligible receiver downfield. 5-yard penalty from the previous spot. Replay, 4th down.
So after a little talk, they figured somebody was downfield, which somebody probably was downfield. That shouldn't have been downfield, so they'll get to do it again. OT Decor offers unique lighting designs. Visit their website, otdecor.com, to find the perfect accent to your home. That's otdecor.com.
Hilton Head High setting up to punt again this time. The ball on the 5-yard line. And the kicker deep in his own end zone, Jacob Weaver.
My guess is he will probably try to put his foot on this one. And that he does. And gets out a really nice kick out to midfield, and it's well covered. Reed Rochelle caught it. Covered there by Makai Aiken. And Jacob Weaver gets them out of a pretty good hole there.
Yeah, that's a 45-yard net punt, which means he kicked it about 60. Terrific job by Jacob Weaver.
And we can tell you that was all him, because there's no breeze here tonight at all. The air is dead. 6 minutes left here in the first half of the Beaufort County Bowl. Hilton Head High leads it 2-0. As one of our producers there, Gustavo, is contemplating what he wants us to do at halftime. Jeffrey Smith back in at quarterback, and he's under a little bit of a rush, but he finds a hole, he finds some room to run. He's going to find a first down and a whole lot more down to about the 25-yard line.
Finally knocked out of bounds by Christian Miller, but not until after the biggest gain of the night for the Eagles.
And the Eagles have found a way to flop the field around. It's actually working in their favor now, much to the delight of the homecoming crowd. Just under 6 minutes left here in the first half. Trey Hayward in motion. Smith fakes the handoff to him, and Smith's going to keep it again and probably picks up the better part of 8. He said it worked so well in the last play, I'm going to try that again.
Just went the other way with it.
Technical College of the Lowcountry. Make it happen no matter what. Second and 2 now. Smith looks to the sidelines. See what head coach Devontae Holloman and offensive coordinator Bryce Librand want to do, and they've decided they want to call for a timeout. We're going to a Village Park Homes timeout.
At Georgia Southern University, we're setting the standard for higher education in Southeast Georgia on 3 exciting campuses in Savannah, Statesboro, and Hinesville. We're offering more opportunities for hands-on learning, more ways to help our students find a career, and more economic impact on our region. At Georgia Southern University, discover more, connect more, be more. Florida and South Carolina residents get in-state tuition at our Armstrong and Liberty campuses.
So, 2nd and 2 now for Beaufort. Smith in the backfield with Dagan. He's going to throw it up top. He's got a man in the end zone. It's Reed Rochelle, and he's got it for a TCL touchdown. So, Jeffrey Smith on a wonderful pass to Reed Rochelle. Rochelle caught it on the fingertips, held on, and Beaufort is the first team in their own end zone tonight.
A 50-yard drive in just 3 plays. Smith lays it up there. Rochelle, great extension to make the catch over the Hilton Head defensive back.
Peyton Langford in for the extra point. Snap is bobbled. Ball is kicked. Flag is down. Ball is picked up. We have whistles all over the place. We have a few flags, and let's see what happens here. We know the kick is no good. That's absolute.
Unless there's some sort of personal foul against Hilton Head. B.J. Payne wants to get an explanation from Tom Cahill. He seems satisfied.
Illegal kick on the offense. That penalty is declined. The result of the play, no good.
So after all that, the extra point is no good, and Beaufort takes the 6-2 lead.
Hilton Head PSD offers convenient and secure online billing. Just have your PSD bill handy and click on the online bill payment button at WHHPSD.com. You'll be guided through the steps to establish your online billing account. Their payment options allow you to set up recurring credit card payments, you can view your consumption history, and more. Remember to have your PSD bill handy when you visit WHHPSD.com to get started. Hilton Head PSD, we're always working for you.
Your home is one of your greatest investments, so why let just anyone protect it? Come see our professional team at Kinghorn Insurance of Beaufort. As an independent insurance agency, Kinghorn of Beaufort can provide customized coverage to meet your needs, from flood and water damage to windstorm protection. Our team has the expertise and experience to meet your needs. We proudly represent the Sage Sure family of companies, so come see why we've been earning trust and building relationships since 1898.
And Beaufort opts for a squib kick. Ball's taken by Jeff Gordon there, and he gets over midfield down to about the 46-yard line, and Hilton Head to take over in good position with just over 5 minutes left here in the first half.
Hilton Head High has continued to get good field position in the kicking game, whether it's in kick returns or on punts where they've been able to pin the Eagles. Haven't been able to take advantage of it offensively. See if they can do that here in the final 5 minutes of this first half.
Don't forget that the MVP award at the end of the game is presented by the Charles Sampson Group of Charter One Realty. Stick around with us at the end of the game to see who will be tonight's MVP. 1st and 10 now for Hilton Head from the Beaufort 46. Gaston Moore fakes it, throws it over to the right side there. He's got a man wide open. That's number 6, Nate Brown. That's enough for a first down, and Hilton Head's off and marching. Let's go over to Jeff Shane.
Guys, tough turn of events for Hilton Head in that last sequence. That fake punt was flagged for an ineligible man downfield. But here's the thing. Deep in the rule book, in a scrimmage kick formation, anybody is eligible to receive a pass. I'm not sure what the situation was on that, but the Hilton Head sideline was extremely hot. You saw that in some of the action there. And then Beaufort takes advantage of the situation, drives downfield, and puts it in the end zone to take the lead. But a very interesting sequence of events here in the last minute or so that has put Beaufort in front. Back to you guys.
Thank you for that, Jeff. His sideline report is brought to you by Turbeville, your local independent insurance agency that has you covered throughout the low country. Hilton Head sets up with 3 receivers lined up to the left, spreading people out. Moore goes to the air, and it goes right through the hands of Sterling White. And that's the second play then that just reported on that potentially worked against the Seahawks. The first was when James Dagan was given a bonus 5 yards when the officiating crew didn't see his knee down. And potentially there with that call, as Jeff just reported on. Our man on the job there, Encyclopedia Jeff. 3rd and 7 now for the Seahawks from the 30-yard line. They trail at 6-2 here with 4:39 left in the second quarter. Moore throws it quick across the middle, and there's Nate Brown, and Nate Brown's going to take it all the way to the house for a TCL touchdown. So just like that, Beaufort scores to take the lead. They try a squib kick. Hilton Head gets straight field position, and after a couple plays, Nate Brown is into the end zone, and Hilton Head regains the lead from 30 yards out.
Great breakaway there by Nate Brown. He just had to break one tackle and he was gone. And just like that, the Seahawks are back on top.
Jonathan Orr in to try the extra point. Snap is good, hold is down, kick is up, kick is good, and as we go to break, Hilton Head leads it 9-6. We'll be back right after this.
Have you been hurt on the job, injured in a car accident, experiencing marital difficulties? Naird and Dubois are attorneys located on the south end of Hilton Head Island. With their extensive experience and knowledge of the law, they can help you on your legal matter. Naird and Dubois offer free initial consultation. So whether you have been hurt on the job, injured in a car accident, or experiencing marital difficulties, call the attorneys of Naird and Dubois now to schedule an appointment to learn about your legal rights.
Jeff Altoff here with Lowcountry Insurance. Let me ask you a couple questions. Do you trust your current insurance agent? Do you even know who your insurance agent is? We are a trusted choice independent insurance agency. We make insurance human. Our expert agents walk you through hand-picked options with language you can understand. We are local and here to help you. Give us a shout, Lowcountry Insurance.
So with 4:32 left in the second quarter, Nate Brown takes it in from 30 yards out after a nicely thrown ball by Gaston Moore. Hilton Head regains the lead here in the Beaufort County Bowl. The kick goes end over end and goes out of bounds. Flag goes up in the air. And Beaufort should take over with some good field position.
They will indeed. We went better than almost 19 minutes without a touchdown. It was a 2-0 game, and then 2 scores within just 36 seconds. And now Beaufort's going to have good field position to try to keep the motors running offensively for both teams.
Free kick out of bounds on the kicking team. Receiving team elects to take the ball on 35. First down.
Okay, so coming in quarterback now, freshman Tyler Haley. Jeffrey Smith was in on the last set of downs. He threw a touchdown pass to Reed Rochelle. Haley gets the ball, bobbles the snap, and now he's in a world of trouble, and down he goes.
Defensive play for Hilton Head made by Eli Hickey, number 11.
Elijah Thompson, number 10, was in there also. Yep. Clock is running now in the second quarter. Looking to the sideline is Tyler Haley saying, I like a play where I can possibly hold on to the ball and have time to find somebody. And that's what he's got this time, but he runs out of time. Going to his left, he's going to throw this one out of bounds, so he lives to do another play.
What escapability, though. He was down. He was dead.
Yes, he was.
In the backfield. Somehow managed to wriggle away and was able to throw the ball away.
And once again, qualities that you're not going to find out of every freshman.
No.
Not only does he have the arm, but he's got the maturity to know when, okay, I've got to get out of here. Okay, we're just going to live to play another day, and let's get rid of this one and try it again.
Well, he was never completely flustered. He was...
Nope.
Head was square on his shoulders. Knew exactly what he wanted to do.
3rd and 14 now.
Officials stopping the clock.
And it appears as though we had a Seahawk that was down there. Looked like he was injured, but obviously we don't have to reset things now. James Dagan in the backfield with Tyler Haley.
Tim Cahill was just trying to raise the roof, wanted some more noise.
Yeah. Haley throws it down the right side, and he's got number 24, William Winburn, on a wonderfully thrown ball down to about the 43-yard line, and that'll be a Beaufort Eagle first down, and Winburn took that one right on the side.
I think he got the wind knocked out of him after he landed on the football. Great catch. Takes it up on the shoulder. Yeah, it lands on the football. If you've ever done that in a backyard game or playing with the gang down at the park, you know how it hurts. Just knocks the wind right out of you.
So the Beaufort Eagles, thanks to a beautifully thrown ball by Tyler Haley over there to William Winburn.
After the play was over, dead ball. Unsportsmanlike conduct on the defense. 15 yards from the end of the run, first out.
So another 15 tacked on to the end of that. And now Beaufort threatening to take the lead back.
Inside the 30.
Haley takes it, he's looking upstairs again. He's rolling to his left. He throws it downfield and nobody's home. Reed Rochelle probably the closest man to the ball. But bounce passes don't count in this game. Unless, of course, they go backwards.
No, Trey Hayward, the wide receiver, cut off his route, then tried to come back toward Haley, then just kind of drifted toward the sideline, kind of a, here I am if you need somebody to dump it to, and Haley decided to dump it a little further down the field.
Turbyville is your local independent insurance agency that has you covered throughout the Lowcountry. Turbyville Insurance. Haley looks over the right side that time. He was looking for number 14, Stephen Weschler.
Passing complete to number 14, Stefan Weschler.
And Beaufort might very well be in territory where they're going to try it on all 4 downs. So even though we're looking at 3rd and 10 now, they may give it 2 bids from here, especially with 3:25 left here in the first half.
Watch the top of your screen. Hayward and Rochelle both out to the top of the screen, his 2 favorite receivers.
Haley back to pass, throws down the right side, and that one's almost picked off. And there were a lot of more Seahawks in that area than Beaufort Eagles, and now it'll be 4th and 10.
Eli Hickey again making the defensive play. Hilton Head did not bite. I did.
Nope, you did.
With the 2 wides to the left side of the formation. They got
same setup this time. Trey Hayward wide left. Reed Rochelle also over on that side. Amare Morris in the backfield with Tyler Haley. 2 freshmen back there in the backfield. And now we're going to have a Beaufort timeout. That takes us to a Village Park Homes timeout. We'll be back right after this.
We are Palmetto Electric Cooperative, your touchstone energy partner. The best bargains in the Lowcountry are at the Salvation Army Family Thrift Store in Beaufort. Stop in and see the selection and feel good knowing all items in the store are donated and all profits from them stay local to help families in need. There's 50% off colored tagged items every day, and you can also help by donating clothing, furniture, and other items in good, clean condition. All donations to the Salvation Army are tax deductible. Visit the Salvation Army Family Thrift Store at 164 Robert Smalls Parkway in Beaufort.
So with 3:19 left, Beaufort faces a 4th down, but that's no problem at all as Reed Rochelle, for the second time tonight, gets into the end zone for a TCL touchdown, and Beaufort retakes the lead.
Good call, even better execution. Rochelle in the slot goes down the field, finds himself open, and makes the catch. 30-yard touchdown pass. Boy, perfectly delivered by Tyler Haley.
Now we're starting to get cooking here a little bit. Peyton Langford's kick is up. Peyton Langford's kick is good, and as we go to break, Beaufort regains the lead 13-9 here in the Beaufort County Bowl. We'll be back right after this.
Ready for a new look in your home? It's time for some new ceramic tile or stone from Creative Interiors Carpet One. We feature the area's largest selection of ceramic tile, stone, and decorative mosaics to fit your unique style. Our long history with top manufacturers let us offer the best prices on all the major brands. We'll help you with what works best for your lifestyle and take the time to discuss your options. Locally owned, we're your neighbors here at Creative Interiors of Beaufort.
For all your floor covering needs, visit us at Creative Interiors Carpet One on Boundary Street in Beaufort.
So with 3:11 left here in the first half, the freshman Tyler Haley finds Reed Rochelle, who gets into the end zone for the second time tonight to put Beaufort up 13-9. Sterling White takes the kickoff, and he doesn't have very far to go. Gets out to about the 30-yard line, and that's where the Seahawks will take over. Let's go out to Jeff Shane.
Guys, that last drive, we've seen the future of the Beaufort quarterback position. Seems like Jeffrey Smith has been here forever, and he really kind of has, but Tyler Haley, true freshman, coming in, first-year freshman. Of course, that's a that's a college term otherwise, but he was discovered in middle school, and you get Devontae Holloman talking about him, and he just gushes about him. Says he plays like he has already been here a couple years. You see he's got the build. You see he's got the poise. He's got one of the quickest releases we've seen in the Lowcountry. And when Jeffrey Smith moves on, the position is going to be in good hands with Tyler Haley. We've even seen him in a couple of bad positions, both last week and this week, being packed up with his back underneath the goalpost. He got him out from underneath the goalpost a couple of drives ago, led them on a touchdown drive here. Beaufort is ahead, and the offense is in good hands. Guys?
Thank you for that, Jeff. Jeff's Sideline Report is brought to you by Turbyville, your local independent insurance agency that has you covered throughout the Lowcountry. We saw Will Kelly is on the sideline for Beaufort right now. Second and about 8 for Hilton Head as they're looking to try to regain the lead here, and that's not how it's going to happen, especially when you throw it to somebody with the hands of Jeffrey Smith. And he comes down with it, and Beaufort has a turnover, and they're back in business now with 2:51 left here in the first half.
Gaston Moore's throw just a little bit high. The only guy in the neighborhood was number 5 of the other team. He was originally trying to get it to Sterling White, his own number 5, but threw it to the guy in green, and the Eagles will take over.
So you just saw their offensive coordinator, Bryce Lybrand, getting his offense together. Tyler Haley's coming back out. Number 23, Reed Rochelle, giving him a little tap on the helmet, saying, just because we did it once doesn't mean we can't do it again. Don't forget about me. Ball's given this time to James Dagan, who tries the right side, and he's got some room to run. And he's not going down, and he gets down to about the 32-yard line. And that'll be a first down, and Beaufort looking to tack on more points here before halftime.
James Dagan, a guy whose motor never stops running. He picked up an extra 5 after his knee hit the ground back in the first quarter. And here in a second, he just keeps chugging.
So if they weren't going to call him down, you might as well keep going till you hear the whistle, right?
Absolutely. They tell you to play through the whistle. Now you talk about the future Beaufort offense.
Two freshmen out there.
Yeah.
Number 21, Amare Morris. Number 12, Tyler Haley. Should be back there for many years to come. Haley looks left, doesn't find anything. He's going to keep it. He's going to run. He's going to have another first down. And Beaufort looking to punch in another one.
Nick Magnan finally caught him from behind to make the tackle.
Haley going to the left there. He says, I'm not just going to fall down. I'm going to try to run and get as much as I can. Haley takes it now. He throws over to the right side, and that ball is caught. A nice play by William Winburn on a beautifully thrown pitch and catch there. Well guarded by the Seahawks, but Haley was right on the mark. But we have a flag on the play. And it appears as though we have a hold, and that's going to back it up 10 from the point of the hold.
Offense really starting to move now for Beaufort. We haven't seen that in a while. The Eagles, during their 5-game losing streak, scored just 7, 14, 20, 6, and 7. So 3 games in single digits.
Holding on the offense, number 62. 10 yards from the spot of the foul. Replay first down.
Terrence Wilson, a sophomore right guard.
Getting a little handsy.
Yeah.
And you can see the jersey being pulled there on the Seahawks player. 1:58 to go here in the Beaufort County Bowl's first half. Beaufort leads at 13-9. Haley in the backfield. He's going to go to the air again. Little screen pass to James Dagan, who has a little room to run. Gets down to about the 23, maybe the 23-yard line.
Another well-conceived play as Tyler Haley let the defensive line come to it. And once they were past Dagan, just flipped it over the top.
Well covered by Hilton Head, though. As soon as Dagan got it, they collapsed on him nicely. Looked like he had more room to run. Haley under a little bit of pressure, throws it over to the right side. This one's dropped. Ball intended for Harrison Hines. Now we have a flag down in the backfield. And let's see what Tim Cahill has to say on this one. His hanky is getting a few frequent flyer miles here in the second quarter.
Flag picked up. We're waiting to see the call here.
The right tackle, yeah. During the play. Holding on the right tackle. 10 yards from the spot of the foul. Replay second down.
And we will replay second down from the 41-yard line.
Right tackle for Beaufort is Chase Geinup, the senior.
So the ball goes back to the 41-yard line with 1:24 left here in the first half. James Dagan in the backfield with Tyler Haley. 2nd and 30. Second and a long way to go, but Haley can get this back. He's not going to do it that way, though. He picks up about 5 yards, and that'll bring up 3rd and 25.
Nick Magnan again making the tackle for Hilton Head High. He's just a junior. Remember him playing well last year as a sophomore and is making a bigger impact this year. He's already a co-captain. He'll be a big leader of the 2019 Seahawks.
And we are under a minute now in the first half. Don't forget to stick around for the Mike Rickenboss Chevrolet halftime show. Haley takes it on 3rd and 25, looking to air it out, and he's under pressure, and he's going down. And Beaufort's scoring drive, it looks like it's going to stall out with under a minute left here.
Bradley Morris, the junior, number 13, in on the sack.
And they're probably going to have to run one more play. Hilton Head out of timeouts. but it appears as though they're going to try to air it out here with now under 10 seconds left.
And now the Eagles will call timeout. They do want to set up one more play to make a run at it. We'll take a Village Park Homes timeout. Eagles up by 4.
Let's go to Jeff Shane on the sideline with an update.
Real quick, you may have seen Christian Miller, the cornerback for Hilton Head. He's been carrying on a conversation with the bench, the opposing fans, some of the photographers. He's now under warning. One of the officials has warned him that he's at risk for a second penalty. He's already had one along the Beaufort bench tonight. Be watching for that in the second half.
Thanks for that, Jeff. His sideline report is brought to you by Turbyville, your local independent insurance agency that has you covered throughout the Lowcountry. Check them out at turbyvilleinsurance.com. So with 2.5 seconds left here, and it's 4th and 32. We've got 3 men lined up wide left as they spread things out.
One of them is Jeffrey Smith. He's the middle of the 3.
Tyler Haley looking to air it out, and he goes down, and as he goes down, so does the clock here for the first half. So, as we go to break here in the Beaufort County Bowl, the Beaufort Eagles lead the Hilton Head High Seahawks 13-9. We'll be back with the Mike Rickenboss Chevrolet halftime show right after these messages.
Looking for a unique lighting fixture that'll have everyone talking? Check out OT Decor. We have thousands of lighting fixtures that are perfect complements to your house. We carry Kichler, Monte Carlo, Murray Feist, Savoy House, Siegel, and more. Visit our website at otdecor.com to find the perfect accent for your home, or stop by our showroom and visit with our experienced professionals for a personal touch. While you're here, check out our custom cabinets and vanities.
Home is that magical spot where weekends happen. It's tea parties and superheroes. It's one more bedtime story. It's your firsts, your lasts, and everything in between. Home is where you belong. We get it. Whether it's your first home, your next home, or your dream home, we want to build you the very best home for your life. Let us help you get started. VillageParkHomes.com. Close to everything, far from ordinary.
Hi, I'm Chris Butler, owner of Butler Marine. We are your #1 dealer in the Lowcountry for outboard boats, and we feature the largest indoor showroom in the Southeast. Butler Marine has a wide selection of new and used boats, including bow riders, skiffs, catamarans, and center consoles. We are the largest Key West dealer in the country and the largest Yamaha dealer in the area. With our large parts department, we have any part you need, and we can even store your boat at our new dry stack facility in Port Royal. You can visit us at butlermarineinc.com. Butler Marine, come visit us and discover the difference.
And we welcome you into the Mike Rickenboss Chevrolet halftime show. Chris Tremblay and Bob Stevens here. Got off to a little slow start, certainly for Beaufort, as their very first play cost them 2 points. Took a while, but then the team started to roll a little bit.
Yeah, they finally, the offense has kind of kicked into gear. We spent the first 17 minutes of this game with the score 2-0, and wondered if anybody was going to get a base hit and drive in a run. Finally, Hilton Head High got another, or Beaufort scored, then Hilton had answered, then Beaufort answered back. All within a 3-minute span, we had 3 more touchdowns on the board. Reed Rochelle has caught 2 touchdown passes for the Eagles, and we may have seen the coming out party tonight for Tyler Haley.
He threw a couple beautiful balls. That last one, a 30-yard TD to Reed Rochelle. On Hilton Head's side, one of the things that's really going to hurt them, Deontay Richard down. He's out of the game probably.
Well, and their offense just stopped. After that, they have really not created a whole lot. They really dominated play in the first half just in time of possession, just ball control. Second and quarter was all Beaufort. So it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments the 2 coaches can make at halftime to keep their teams rolling in the second half.
It seems Beaufort has had a little bit more Tyler Haley sightings tonight than we've seen the last few weeks. Granted, he's been in, but they really started to alternate him, and I think they're starting to get a little more confidence in him.
I think this is the coming out party for Tyler Haley. I think you see him play more in the second half. That's a luxury for Beaufort High to allow Jeffrey Smith to just play defense, to not have to make the plays on offense as well. The more Haley gets experience, the better he seems to get. He won't be a freshman anymore. Maybe after this game, he'll look like a sophomore or junior.
We've got a good one going on here. Beaufort leads at 13-9. When we come back and the Mike Rickenbaugh Chevrolet halftime show continues, Jeff will have Beaufort Athletic Director Link Lyles right after this.
Elite Physical Therapy has enjoyed being your physical therapy provider for the past 10 years. They focus their attention individually with each and every patient, providing a hands-on approach to accelerate your recovery so you can get back to the active lifestyle to which you're accustomed. At Elite Physical Therapy, you'll be treated by the same licensed physical therapist every session to work towards goals you set together. Take control of your health care and choose the best in physical therapy.
Be part of something great. Join the CBC First Federal Bank family. A history of strength and a vision for the future. CBC National Bank and First Federal Bank are coming together to become an even stronger community bank. We're focused on vibrant communities, successful schools, growing businesses, and financial stability. We were voted again by the community as the 2018 Beaufort Gazette Best Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Before TCL, I served in the military for 5 years. So I knew I didn't want to be a single mom in the military. So I did decide to go to school. My whole family has graduated from TCL and has had great success here. Right now, I'm a recent nurse graduate. I want to be a nurse practitioner. I can't think of what TCL hasn't done for me. I am Thomasina Smalls, and I made it happen no matter what.
It is halftime at the Eagles' Nest with the Beaufort Eagles ahead 13-9 in this all-foul showdown, all-bird showdown, we'll call it that. But with me is Link Lyles, the athletic director at Beaufort High. We are 2/3 of the way through a football season with a new coach replacing a very popular and successful coach in Mark
Devontae Holloman.
In Devontae Holloman. How's that been going?
He's doing a great job. We grinding tonight with our rival Hilton Head, and it's a good game.
How has the season been? And anytime you replace a legendary coach, and it's Mark Clifford, by the way, there are changes. Some things you want to keep, some things you want to change. How has that all gone in the past? Well, not only just through the season, but even before the spring.
Right, yeah. Devontae's been with us for 4 years. Coach Holloman's coached, on the defensive side of the ball, and now as a first-year coach, we're just making strides to get this program to where it needs to be, and we're playing in a region that's mostly Beaufort County teams, and we're just trying to make a playoff run to get as far as we can,
You also, we've talked about it kind of off the air, but this is a very young team in a transitional year, and you've got a lot of talent at the middle school level that could turn this into a very strong program in a short period of time.
We do, and we've got a tough schedule. We've played some ranked teams, and, we've got a really good group that's on the varsity now, but behind them is a lot of promise with the JVs, and we got 2 middle school feeder teams that are coming. They're both, doing a great job, and it's the momentum is coming. It's just trying to grind each week and try to get a win.
Which is tough when you have to schedule the way you have, and you kind of mentioned it, especially in this region now, Region 7 4A, with only 4 teams, meaning 3 region games. You've had to look for a lot of non-region games to try and put things together and get them ready for this part of the schedule.
We've played some big schools in Georgia. We've played some schools from Columbia. And, our region, the parity in our region, we're all about the same. And I had a halftime score. I think Colleton and Bluffton were tied over there in Colleton County. So it's just, each one of us is just trying to fight to get a win each week.
Is there a balance that you look for, because you want to play some strong schools, but you don't want to put things in a situation where your team may get discouraged by losing, especially a young team? What's that balance?
Yeah, absolutely. And we just got to be resilient, and the kids have to bounce back and when they don't perform their best. And I just, the momentum is coming. We'll get there. It's just fighting through it and getting through this season and going as far as we can and trying to build for the future. But, right now we're just grinding each week and trying to get that first spot for the playoffs.
Well, Coach Holloman said it earlier in the week, you still have everything to play for. With a couple of wins, you have a chance to tie for the region title, host a playoff game. That would be a pretty good first year, wouldn't it?
Absolutely. Nothing's been decided. Each game is crucial because there's only 4 teams in our region. So each win is almost like a double win. So, that puts us in good position, but nothing has been decided. Each week is still important.
This has been a very strong athletic program down through the years throughout the entire program. Tennis has been good, your softball team, golf team. What is basketball? What are you looking forward to from Beaufort High come winter and even the spring?
We've got very strong teams. Our girls track team won the state championship in 15 and 16, and last year in the spring of 2018, our boys track won the state championship. A lot of these kids play football, and the girls, are multi-sport athletes. And we're just enjoying homecoming night, trying to do the best we can and have a lot of school spirit tonight.
It's been a little different feeling at the stadium tonight as opposed to past years. Was that kind of a conscious thing? Change up the music, change up the announcers, things like that?
Yeah, we're just trying to bring a lot of energy for our kids so they stay, energetic throughout the whole game. And I think our crowd, they stay late and they're behind our kids, and our community's behind our kids. And, they believe in our football team. And that matters. And so we're just trying to do the best that we can to get to the next level.
You can definitely feel the energy out here on the field tonight. Beaufort ahead as well, 13-9, as we get ready for the second half. And we'll have the second half kickoff thanks to Link Lyles, the athletic director at Beaufort High. We'll be back right after this.
Turbyville Insurance Agency has you covered in Beaufort, Bluffton, and throughout the Lowcountry. We are your independent insurance agency who will give you choices for peace of mind on your home, auto, business, life, health, and retirement plans by finding the best combination of price, coverage, and service. At Turbyville Insurance, we'll keep up with your changing insurance needs and are committed to customer satisfaction. Call us today and experience the Turbyville difference.
The best bargains in the Lowcountry are at the Salvation Army Family Thrift Store in Beaufort. Stop in and see the selection and feel good knowing all items in the store are donated and all profits from them stay local to help families in need. There's 50% off colored tagged items every day, and you can also help by donating clothing, furniture, and other items in good, clean condition. All donations to the Salvation Army are tax deductible. Visit the Salvation Army Family Thrift Store at 164 Robert Smalls Parkway in Beaufort.
Hilton Head Island's pristine beaches are one reason the area has boomed over the past 50 years, and Hilton Head Exterminators was there in the beginning. We covered the island, protecting homes and businesses as the island's first pest control company. Since then, we've expanded to protect homes and businesses beyond the island into Bluffton and the surrounding Lowcountry. Everywhere you look, you'll see one of our vehicles. Hilton Head Exterminators, here in the beginning, and we're still here, growing along with the communities we protect.
I'm here with Darian Watkins, the 2018 homecoming queen here at Beaufort High. Brandon Smalls was the homecoming king. He's got to go make a few more hits against the Hilton Head offense, so we don't have a chance to talk to him, but we are graced with Darian's presence here, a senior, and a little bit, you're saying just a little bit surprised when your name was the one that was announced.
I was a little surprised because I knew that two of my other senior classmates had a chance, but I was really shocked that we won.
Do you have that kind of feeling like you see in the beauty pageants where it's like, oh, that's me?
Yeah, I was really excited when it happened. So I had to do my little dance, and I was really happy. It was a good experience.
You've got a very active schedule here. You were telling me as we were walking over, you're in the Key Club, you're in ROTC, and you're an athlete. You run or you run track and you play basketball. Which are you more proficient at?
Basketball.
What do you play?
I'm a shooting guard.
How's your shot?
It's great.
Steph Curry great?
Just about.
Okay. Now you tell me that you haven't picked a college yet, but you do have a major pick. Tell me a little bit about that.
I want to major in nursing and psychiatry, and I want to be a psychiatric nurse.
A psychiatric nurse in a hospital type situation, or
in an asylum, in a ward, so I can help the people and like give them the medicine and everything, and give them the shots and tell them to calm down and everything.
What kind of intrigued you with that career choice?
Well, I was watching a movie one time, to be honest, and I felt like that's something that I would like to do, and I like helping people and making sure they stay sane and everything. And I always wondered like what goes on in people's minds sometimes, so that's why I really wanted to do that career choice.
Good luck in making that happen. Darian Watkins, the 2018 homecoming queen at Beaufort High. We'll see a little bit more of Brandon Smalls, the homecoming king, in the second half. We'll be back with the second half kickoff after this.
Your home is one of your greatest investments, so why let just anyone protect it? Come see our professional team at Kinghorn Insurance of Beaufort. As an independent insurance agency, Kinghorn of Beaufort can provide customized coverage to meet your needs, from flood and water damage to windstorm protection. Our team has the expertise and experience to meet your needs. We proudly represent the Sage Sure family of companies, so come see why we've been earning trust and building relationships since 1898.
Looking for a unique lighting fixture that'll have everyone talking? Check out OT Decor. We have thousands of lighting fixtures that are perfect complements to your house. We carry Kichler, Monte Carlo, Murray Feist, Savoy House, Siegel, and more. Visit our website at otdecor.com to find the perfect accent for your home, or stop by our showroom and visit with our experienced professionals for a personal touch. While you're here, check out our custom cabinets and vanities.
And we are ready for the second half of the Beaufort County Bowl to begin. Beaufort leads at 13-9. I'm Chris Tremblay along with Bob Stevens. Jeff Shane is wandering around the sidelines doing whatever it is he does. Wow. Nice kick there. Taken deep by Trey Hayward, who's going to try the middle. Now cut back to the left. He thinks he sees a little something. Gets out to about the 24, and that's where the Eagles will take over, leading 13-9.
Eagles coming back on the field to play offensively. It'll be curious to see if they go with the senior Jeffrey Smith or if they give Tyler Haley the keys to the offense and say, go get him. We see Smith coming off the sidelines. Of course, he finished the half as a wide receiver. He'll be the quarterback to start this third quarter.
Quarterback, safety, punter.
He was not in the homecoming court. I was a little bit surprised there.
Good point. Yeah, you're right. Will Kelly was out there, though.
Yes, he
Brandon
was.
Smalls was a big winner. Low snap. Smith takes it, gives it to Dagan, who tries the left side, picks up maybe just one.
Handoff number 20, James Dagan to the left. Short gain on the play, setting up second down.
James Dagan Could have been in that homecoming court as well. He would not drop the scepter or the
Certainly
crown or
not.
any of that. Good hands.
He would run with it very well.
Run with it, yeah.
Okay, that was bad. 2nd and 8 now as he picked up 2 on the prior play. Smith looks over to the offensive coordinator, Bryce Lybrand, who's sending in new signals with the signs they use to call in plays. Reed Rochelle out to the right, along with looks like Trey Hayward. Or I'm sorry, William Winburn. And a quick little pass goes to Reed Rochelle.
Jeffrey Smith pass complete to Reed Rochelle. Way to fight for the yard there, buddy. Wait on the signal from the
And he chips away with a little bit of yardage there.
Defensively, Hilton Head High could sure use a spark from a guy who visited the team this week, Poona Ford.
Yeah.
Seattle Seahawks have the week off. Poona came home. Tell you more about his week in a moment.
3rd and short now for Beaufort. Chase Guynup in the backfield. We had a little movement there on the left side. We had a little movement on the right side. They did the hokey pokey. They turned themselves around, and now they're going back 5 yards.
Where they could do it again. Poona Ford, with the week off from the Seattle Seahawks, came home to Hilton Head, saw B.J. Payne and the Seahawks, was at the JV game on Thursday night, is not here tonight, even though he is in the Lowcountry.
3rd and 6 now for Beaufort. Working from their own 30-yard line. They lead it 13-9 here in the Beaufort County Bowl. Smith back to air this one out now, and he's under a little bit of pressure. We know he can run, and it looks like one of the Seahawks grabbed the face hat mask of Jeffrey Smith. We'll see if it'll be a 15-yarder or a 5-yarder. Technical College of the Lowcountry. Make it happen no matter what.
I'll finish the Poona Ford story. He would like to be here watching the Seahawks tonight, but he's watching his brother, Roderick Grant, the great defensive end for May River High School.
Personal foul, face mask on the defense. Holding on the offense. Those penalties decline. 3rd down.
Okay, so we have offsetting penalties, and they'll do it again. Bob, go ahead.
Well, let's watch this play. The hold being made, and tell you what, Jeffrey Smith with the stiff arm had the fingers working the helmet of the defensive player for Hilton Head High, Amir Ford.
So we'll look at 3rd and 6 again now. Low snap, Smith takes it, airs it out on the left side. He's got a man wide open. That's Mr. Touchdown tonight for Beaufort, Reed Rochelle, and he's got a 1st down and a fresh 4 for Beaufort.
Rochelle doing a good job of getting open, cutting off the route, beating the safety McGoldrick, and then getting the 1st down yardage.
So Beaufort with 1st down now on their own 42 as we open up the 2nd half. They lead it 13-9. Ball goes to Dagan, who takes it, and he's got some room to run. He picks up about 12, and he's got another Eagle 1st down.
This is an Eagle offense we have not seen, and really nobody has seen it be this effective since August. Finally, everybody is back. Finally, they're back on their home field for the first time since September. They won their first 3. They've lost their last 5, but they're leading tonight 13-9.
Smith looking on the right side. That one's dropped by the sure-handed Rochelle, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Yeah, call him sure-handed now.
Yeah, I know, the kiss of death, right? Mike Rickenbaugh Chevrolet. Before you buy, give us a try. Mike Rickenbaugh Chevrolet. Second and 10 now. Smith in the backfield. His friend back there is freshman Amare Morris. Reed Rochelle lined up wide right along with Trey Hayward. Smith takes it, throws a little flare out to Morris, who can't handle it, who tried to run with it before he had it, and that'll bring up 3rd and 10.
Oh, Mark Morris really down on himself for letting that one get away. Jeffrey Smith points at himself, says, no, I'll take that one. Get back in the huddle, we'll make something happen here.
3rd and 10 for the Eagles now. Rochelle and Hayward lined up wide left. And Beaufort would like to switch it up again.
Hilton Head faking
Smith
blitz.
back, good pressure this time once again by the Seahawks. But Smith has some room to run. He slides down. He'll be short of the 1st down. And we'll see what Beaufort wants to do here.
Defensive play made by Eli Hickey, the 6-foot, 170-pound junior. Boy, he's made a bunch of plays in that Hilton Head secondary.
Village Park Homes, your true hometown builder. They're close to everything, far from ordinary. Village Park Homes. Jeffrey Smith into punt on 4th and the better part of 6. Smith gets a good kick away. And it's fielded there by Sterling White, and it's going to be a touchback, thank goodness.
Yeah, Sterling.
Yeah, Sterling, I think, was being a little overzealous there.
He wants so badly to make something happen. Hurt early in the year. Sterling White feels like he has to make up for some lost time. The great senior. Want to show those college scouts a little something. But fortunately, the ball had hit in the end zone first, and that killed it and made it so Hilton Head High would start from their own 20.
There's the Beaufort cheerleaders tonight cheering
A
on their
lot.
team that's leading. A lot of cheerleaders. Yes, they have a big staff on that squad. Gaston Moore in the shotgun now. Will Frith back there with him. Moore throws it on the right side. He's got a man there.
That's
Deontay Richard is back.
Yeah.
So just when we thought he wasn't going to return, Deontay Richard is back in, and that's nothing but good news for the Seahawks.
Richard wrapped up there by Peyton Langford, the great soccer player turned cornerback. Now Sterling White will line up, and Richard will play quarterback.
Richard will keep it. And that play really hasn't done a whole lot for him tonight like it has in the past. Let's go to Jeff Shane on the sideline.
Guys, you can see just how important Deontay Richard is to have on the field for the Seahawks. He sat out the first defensive series just to make sure that he was ready to go in on offense. Got a tape job at halftime. Looks to be ready to go. Spent a lot of time in the second half getting that ankle tested, trying to see if it would support the weight. He was a big part of Hilton Head's comeback, even though they lost to Colleton County last week, and it looks like they're going to need him on the field again tonight. Back to you.
Thanks, Jeff. Little pass out the side there to number 6, Nate Brown, who tries to make a little something happen. Jeff's sideline report is brought to you by Turbeville, your local independent insurance agency that has you covered throughout the Lowcountry. And that'll be a first down for the Seahawks.
Nate Brown's been the leading receiver for Hilton Head High tonight.
He has their touchdown. You just feel like you're waiting for Sterling White to break something. Gaston Moore goes to the right side, and he throws down the sideline to the left side, looking for Deontay Richard. Ball is incomplete. That'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Richard looks like he's moving pretty well,
which is a good sign for Hilton Head.
Yeah. Well, he touched the ball on 3 of the first 4 plays since coming in.
Elite Physical Therapy. Be an advocate for your health care. You have a choice. Choose the best. Elite Physical Therapy. On 2nd and 10 now, Moore in the backfield with Will Frith. He's under pressure, runs to the right side, seems to be running out of room. He goes down, and that'll bring up third and about 10.
Yeah, third and long, good penetration again by the Beaufort High defense. Their co-captain Chase Geinup, you see 71, playing on the nose tonight.
So third and 10 now. Hilton Head wants to keep this drive going. Beaufort's defense operating out of the 3-4. And they'll probably sag back pretty quickly. Screen pass read well that time. Number 51, Brendan Bowersox on that play. And that'll bring up fourth down for the Seahawks.
Now, Will Frith never was able to get any separation, and Bowersox made the play. I was watching Will Kelly play read and react there. As soon as he saw that it looked like the ball might be going to the right side of the Hilton Head formation, he was in hot pursuit, but Bowersox had already gotten there.
Jacob Weaver into punt for the Seahawks. Good snap. Looks like another really good kick by Jacob Weaver and some really good coverage by the Seahawks as the flags go flying, and let's see what this is going to be about.
Bit of a late flag, might be a personal foul play after the whistle. Tim Cahill and his crew. Roxanne King has the football right now. She is the umpire. And she's walking back toward the Beaufort goal line.
During the return, block in the back on the receiving team. 10 yards from the spot of the foul, first out.
So Beaufort will be backed up probably inside their 10-yard line. There the play was right at the top of your screen.
Actually, there by number 40 for Beaufort, right on top of the play, the block in the back by Kaye Little.
So starting things now from about the 11-yard line, James Dagan takes the ball up in the middle for maybe a hard-fought 3. Don't forget, at the end of the game, the MVP award is presented by the Charles Sampson Group of Charter One Realty. Who is going to be tonight's MVP? Still a little early to tell.
Well, the quarterback in for Beaufort High is one of those who will be under consideration.
Tyler Haley in at quarterback now. He's trying to make something happen. He's dragged down from behind there.
Bradley Morris, the junior defensive end, getting a hold of that jersey and dragging him down. Reed Richelle has 2 touchdown catches. He'll certainly be under consideration.
So Haley on 3rd and 7 looks over for the play. Reed Richelle, who's caught both touchdown passes for Beaufort's at the bottom of your screen. Haley, the southpaw, takes it. He's under pressure again. He goes down again, and the Seahawks give him no time to deliver, and that'll bring up 4th down. So the Hilton Head High Seahawks here putting on some defensive pressure deep in Beaufort's territory, trying to get the ball back into the hands of Gaston Moore so they can reclaim the lead.
Jalen Wright, Nick Magnan, Amir Ford on that defensive line in to make the play and bring Jeffrey Smith back out onto the field to punt from his own goal line.
And that was close to being blocked that time, and that kick's not going very far, and Hilton Head's going to get some good field position at about the Beaufort 38. So that's where they will start with 3:21 left here in the 3rd quarter. Don't forget about our friends OT Decor. They offer unique lighting designs. That was good, Chris.
That too.
Try that again. Unique lighting designs. Visit their website, otdecor.com, to find the perfect accent to your home. I struggled through that one a little bit.
A rarity.
A rarity. In comes Gaston Moore with his offense. They trail at 13-9 here in the Beaufort County Bowl. Both of these teams come into this game at region play at 0-1, and they don't want to drop it because then things almost are out of their hands moving forward. Will Frith picks up a couple right up the middle there. Will Kelly says, hey, how you doing?
Yeah, Beaufort and Hilton Head High both 0-1 coming into this game. Of course, Bluffton and Colleton County were the winners of their openers in region play, and they are also playing tonight.
Gaston Moore back to pass, looks across the middle, throws it a little bit too far in front of Nate Brown. That'll bring up 3rd and 6.
Beaufort putting a little bit of pressure on Moore, and their defenders doing a great job of covering. Desmond Gaylord, George Williams has been dropping back in coverage. Caden Grissom, the safety. Jeffrey Smith also back in that secondary.
Oh, we got a little something happening there. We'll see if he was drawn off or if we have an encroachment by the defense.
Dead ball. Encroachment on the defense. 5-yard penalty. Still 3rd down.
Yep, Tajon Jenkins jumping a little early. This 3rd quarter has just flown by. And Hilton Head High has really only had one sustained drive during the entire game that got them their touchdown. Midway through the 2nd quarter, Nate Brown caught a touchdown pass from Moore.
3rd and about 2 now. Moore takes it, looks for Jeff Shane over there on the sideline holding the blue notebook, and Jeff's nowhere to be found. That'll bring up 4th down. We had a little misread, I think, there between quarterback and receiver.
4th and 2 at about the 30. They're bringing on a different cast of characters, taking Gaston Moore out, but that's because they're going to have Deontay Richard run
out of the Wildcat.
Kind of the Wildcat there with Sterling White standing right next to him.
Sterling White takes it. He's going to try to make something happen, and he does. And it's as though you're just waiting for him to get those wheels a-rolling, and he gets them rolling enough to give the Seahawks a fresh 4, and they continue this drive.
Desmond Gaylord making the stop, state championship triple jumper, high jumper, and a 4.0 student.
And Sterling White saw nothing but green in front of him, but he was caught from behind. But he got enough for the 1st down. Deontay Richards still in there taking the snap. Sterling White just to his right there. Jeff Kelly wide to the left. Deontay Richards going to take it and throw it across the middle, and right there is number 10, Eli Thompson, and he's into the end zone for a TCL touchdown, and the Seahawks regain the lead here late in the 3rd quarter.
Elijah Thompson lined up as an H-back on that play. Look how happy he is to get into the end zone. We haven't seen him catch any balls all year, and he just floats open down the middle, wide open. How do you do?
What a great call. First time that Deontay Richard puts the ball up tonight. He's 1 for 1, and that puts the Seahawks back up. Jonathan Orr in to try the extra point. Kick is up, kick is blocked. So as we go to break here, Hilton Head leads Beaufort 15-13. We'll be back right after this.
Elite Physical Therapy has enjoyed being your physical therapy provider for the past 10 years. They focus their attention individually with each and every patient, providing a hands-on approach to accelerate your recovery so you can get back to the active lifestyle to which you're accustomed. At Elite Physical Therapy, you'll be treated by the same licensed physical therapist every session to work towards goals you set together. Take control of your health care and choose the best in physical therapy.
Turbyville Insurance Agency has you covered in Beaufort, Bluffton, and throughout the Lowcountry. We are your independent insurance agency who will give you choices for peace of mind on your home, auto, business, life, health, and retirement plans by finding the best combination of price, coverage, and service. At Turbyville Insurance, we'll keep up with your changing insurance needs and are committed to customer satisfaction. Call us today and experience the Turbyville difference.
So with 2:14 left here in the third quarter, Hilton Head High regains the lead 15-13 on a 23-yard touchdown pass from Deontay Richard to Elijah Thompson. And we have a line drive kick that takes a bounce. James Dagan takes it at about the 10-yard line. He's already shown that he can do some returning. And he's got some room to run. He's out of bounds at about the 40-yard line. And Beaufort starts with pretty good field position.
Yeah, we saw him bring one back all the way against Bluffton a couple of weeks ago. It was really their only offensive threat in that game.
91 yards on that return. Then he had one touchdown later in the game, and that resulted in all of Beaufort's points.
In a 28-14 loss that put the Bobcats atop the region and really forces Beaufort to need to win this one.
Jeffrey Smith back in a quarterback, gives the ball to James Dagan, who goes up the middle and picks up some good yardage. It'll bring up second and short. Peacock Auto Mall. Find it all at Peacock Auto Mall.
Jalen Wright, the senior, Nick Magnan in on the tackle for Hilton Head High. But Beaufort showing a running game that we haven't seen a lot of the last couple of weeks. And when they are able to move the football on the ground, it's the old Beaufort.
Jeffrey Smith, quick pass right there. Reed Rochelle picks up some good yardage. That'll be a first down for the Eagles. Rochelle has both of Beaufort's touchdowns tonight. One from 17 yards out, the other one from 30 yards out. The Eagles are now into Seahawk territory, down to about the 43-yard line. Dagan gets the ball again, and he's got some room to run, and he's got a first down, and he's down to the 24-yard line.
Yeah, James Dagan with some happy feet as he heads back toward the huddle.
Well, you can hardly blame him because his feet haven't been overly happy the last few weeks. He's got to be having a little fun there.
Another first down for the Eagles.
Some
Student
happy
body
Eagle
excited.
fans.
Yeah.
Turbyville is your local independent insurance agency that has you covered throughout the Lowcountry. Turbyville Insurance.
Big smile on Devontae Holloman's face as we've got timeout on the field. A Village Park Homes timeout with Hilton Head High up by 2.
Home is that magical spot where weekends happen. It's tea parties and superheroes. It's one more bedtime story. It's your firsts, your lasts, and everything in between. Home is where you belong. We get it. Whether it's your first home, your next home, or your dream home, we want to build you the very best home for your life. Let us help you get started. VillageParkHomes.com. Close to everything, far from ordinary.
Hilton Head Island's pristine beaches are one reason the area has boomed over the past 50 years, and Hilton Head Exterminators was there in the beginning. We covered the island, protecting homes and businesses as the island's first pest control company. Since then, we've expanded to protect homes and businesses beyond the island into Bluffton and the surrounding Lowcountry. Everywhere you look, you'll see one of our vehicles. Hilton Head Exterminators, here in the beginning, and we're still here, growing along with the communities we protect.
And on 1st and 10, the ball goes to, looks like James Dagan.
Yep. Last one off the pile for Hilton Head High, Elijah Thompson, who scored that touchdown moments ago. Center Toby Strauderman says, I got this pink hanky in my hand. I think it belongs to Dagan, but somebody take it.
Somebody take it, please. Second and 9 now for Beaufort.
Pink is not on my color palette.
Down to about 30 seconds left here in the third quarter. They trail by 2. Smith takes it, looking on the left side, under some pressure. He's going to do some running. He's going to keep it. He's going to get down to the 10. He's going to get down to about the 6. And that's a first down for the Eagles. So Jeffrey Smith doing it on the ground here at the end of the third quarter.
Makai Aiken, who had that sack back in the very first quarter, was the one chasing down Jeffrey Smith early in that play, but he missed.
He did.
And you miss Jeffrey Smith, he'll make something happen as we count down the final seconds of this third quarter. We're going to head to the fourth. This has been a dandy. Big region game, 2 big rivals. Beaufort trailing 15-13 as we head to the fourth.
Hi, I'm Chris Butler, owner of Butler Marine. We are your #1 dealer in the Lowcountry for outboard boats, and we feature the largest indoor showroom in the Southeast. Butler Marine has a wide selection of new and used boats, including bow riders, skiffs, catamarans, and center consoles. We are the largest Key West dealer in the country and the largest Yamaha dealer in the area. With our large parts department, we have any part you need, and we can even store your boat at our new dry stack facility in Port Royal. You can visit us at butlermarineinc.com. Butler Marine, come visit us and discover the difference.
Jeff Altoff here with Lowcountry Insurance. Let me ask you a couple questions. Do you trust your current insurance agent? Do you even know who your insurance agent is? We are a trusted choice independent insurance agency. We make insurance human. Our expert agents walk you through hand-picked options with language you can understand. We are local and here to help you. Give us a shout, Lowcountry Insurance.
Elite Physical Therapy has enjoyed being your physical therapy provider for the past 10 years. They focus their attention individually with each and every patient, providing a hands-on approach to accelerate your recovery so you can get back to the active lifestyle to which you're accustomed. At Elite Physical Therapy, you'll be treated by the same licensed physical therapist every session to work towards goals you set together. Take control of your health care and choose the best in physical therapy.
So as we begin the fourth quarter here, Beaufort threatening to get the lead back, a full backfield. And just when you thought we were going to get going, they appear to have a false start on the offense.
Dead ball. False start on the offense. 5-yard penalty. Still first down.
Chase Geinup, the big tackle, was in the backfield there. Will Kelly, the linebacker, was in the backfield. Bowersox, you see him come off the field. He plays in the offensive line often, but they brought in the big boys to maybe lead the way for James Dagan and crew to get it in the end zone.
And they have a false start.
Yeah. First and goal still. Just a second off the clock here in the fourth quarter.
Back to about the 11-yard line. The ball goes to Dagan, who's got a little bit of room. He heads to the right side, and James Dagan high steps it into the end zone for a TCL touchdown, and Beaufort regains the lead. Looked like they had their hands on Dagan, but he broke that one tackle, headed to the right pylon. He wins the race. He scores the TCL touchdown.
Breaking a couple of tackles. Missing him as he headed for the end zone. Bradley Morris, 13, had the last good shot at him. But Dagan is in. The Eagles are back on top.
Peyton Langford in to try for the extra point.
They've got a 4-point lead. They might go for 2 here, yet to make it 6.
They're going to go for 2.
Yeah. 5 doesn't mean much here.
Nope, couldn't agree more.
Yep.
Smith takes it, gives it to Dagan. Dagan comes up short.
Wrapped up by Nick Magnan, the junior defensive lineman. And that keeps it a 4-point game early here in the fourth quarter.
19-15, Beaufort leads it. We'll be back right after this.
I just wanted something that was local and more affordable. TCL makes it easier for me to be a mom and go to school. Being able to pick my classes, pick the hours, work around my work schedule, take a lot of courses online. The friendly staff members and it being affordable, it's the best option. I'm a second-year student at TCL. I am Naomi and I made it happen no matter what.
Home is that magical spot where weekends happen. It's tea parties and superheroes. It's one more bedtime story. It's your first, your last, and everything in between. Home is where you belong. We get it. Whether it's your first home, your next home, or your dream home, we want to build you the very best home for your life. Let us help you get started. VillageParkHomes.com. Close to everything, far from ordinary.
And we have a short kick by Beaufort there, taken by Will Frith. Frith takes it across the 40, gets out to about the 47. So the Seahawks take over now, trailing by 4 with pretty good field position. 11:51 left in this game here, the Beaufort County Bowl.
We'll see how many of their weapons they're able to bring back onto the field. Deontay Richard played in the last series. And of course, threw the touchdown pass to Eli Thompson.
Hilton Head Exterminators, keeping Lowcountry homes and businesses bug-free for nearly 50 years. Check them out at HiltonHeadExterminators.com. That's HiltonHeadExterminators.com.
Gaston Moore now in at quarterback. Richard wide to the left in the formation.
Ball given to Frith up the middle, and he's got some room to run. Gets down to about the 40-yard line, it looks like. Let's go to Jeff Shane on the sideline.
Guys, an interesting development over on the Hilton Head sideline. Their video system picked a very, very bad time to go down. They have been without a signal for their video system for at least the last 5 minutes of the third quarter, even now into the fourth quarter. So making adjustments is going to be a lot tougher. They're going to have to do it the old-fashioned way with coaching and structure and maybe a whiteboard. Back to you guys.
Thanks for that, Jeff. His sideline report is brought to you by Turbyville, your local independent insurance agency that has you covered throughout the low country.
Number 10, you see there, Brandon Smalls, who made the tackle there. He's already worn a crown at halftime as well.
That's right.
Yeah, named the Homecoming King. The remarkable news there is that Will Kelly didn't win. He was on the court.
I would have named him King just for fear of being tackled for not naming him King. Out of the Wildcat, ball goes Deontay Richard, to Sterling White, who has nowhere to go. And Will Kelly, speaking of the guy who makes things happen out there for the defense, he was right in the middle of it again.
King this.
That's right.
And again, Smalls is in on the tackle. Kelly finished things off. Hilton Head High now with 4th down and 6. And they're going to set up to punt.
Jacob Weaver in to kick it away. Low snap, he takes it. Gets off another good punt that signaled for a fair catch by Reed Rochelle on about the 12-yard line, and that's where the Beaufort Eagles will take over, leading by 4.
9:46 left in this one. They've got a 4-point lead.
Technical College of the Lowcountry. Make it happen no matter what.
And now the offense gathers round to get final instructions before going out onto the field. Looks like Jeffrey Smith will be the quarterback for this first series of the fourth quarter.
Bryce Lybrand, the first-year offensive coordinator here at Beaufort. Originally from the Greenwood area. Dagan in the backfield with Jeffrey Smith. Ball goes to Dagan. Dagan's got some room to run, and up the left side he goes. There goes James Dagan as he tiptoes down the sidelines. Probably got to about the 45 or so yard line. We'll see where they marked him back down at the 40, but that'll be enough for a first down.
He did a wonderful job of walking a tightrope here once he bounced outside. But yeah, he did step out at about the 40. But that's 20 yards into this run and about 10 yards into the tightrope portion of the play.
Smith keeps it himself this time, and he's got room to run up the middle, and there goes Jeffrey Smith, just running over people down the field.
What a great job on the option by the senior quarterback, Jeffrey Smith. If we get a chance to see this again, watch him. Hand it off. Nope, he waited for the commitment from the defensive end, Bradley Morrison, and said, nope, I'm going to take it and cut upfield. Morris went right.
Wonderful read by Jeffrey Smith, wonderful carry, and he's one determined quarterback right now. He has them down to the 32 with a first down, and this time Dagan has nowhere to go, and he's bent backwards, and that looks like it could hurt.
Yeah, that's not the way
you could see that on that tackle.
That's not the way you're supposed to bend. We've got a timeout on the field. We'll take a timeout as well. With 9:10 left in this one, Beaufort up by 4.
The life lessons that I learned playing football are priceless and started much earlier than my NFL career. As part of a team, I learned accountability, discipline, and the value of hard work. But the most important lesson is safety. Keep your kids safe during practice and during the game. Educate yourself and your kids. Learn the symptoms of concussions and how to prevent them. Everything starts with fundamentals, but remember, safety is first. For more information, visit peacockloves.com.
Ready for a new look in your home? It's time for some new ceramic tile or stone from Creative Interiors Carpet One. We feature the area's largest selection of ceramic tile, stone, and decorative mosaics to fit your unique style. Our long history with top manufacturers let us offer the best prices on all the major brands. We'll help you with what works best for your lifestyle and take the time to discuss your options. Locally owned, we're your neighbors here at Creative Interiors of Beaufort.
For all your floor covering needs, visit us at Creative Interiors Carpet One on Boundary Street in Beaufort.
Beam Graphics Printing Company. We specialize in custom printing, screen printing, embroidery, engraving, trophies, team uniforms, business uniforms, signs and banners, and much more. We are conveniently located in the heart of Bluffton at 12 Johnston Way across from the post office. For all your printing needs, call the locals at Beam Graphics, 843-837-9663. You can also check us out online at beamgraphics.com and like us on Facebook for specials and design ideas.
So James Dagan got up and walked off under his own power. Let's see this again where he kind of just got twisted backwards. You can see it right there.
That's a yoga position if you're doing it on your own. When somebody else is doing it to you, not so good.
Perfectly put. If that happens to you, you might want to go to Elite Physical Therapy. Be an advocate for your health care. You have a choice. Choose the best. Elite Physical Therapy. Smith takes it, looks on the right side. He's under pressure, but he gets out of it. He throws for the end zone. He's got a man down there. And for the third time tonight, Reed Rochelle is in the end zone for Beaufort.
An amazing escape play Houdini-like for Jeffrey Smith. And then to have the maturity to set right back up. I mean, he's going down. No, he's not. Gets away. The pressure put on by Bradley Morris, but Morris couldn't put him away, and Rochelle puts away the touchdown for the Eagles.
What a play by Jeffrey Smith to read Rochelle.
The result of the play is a touchdown. After the play, we have a dead ball, unsportsmanlike conduct on the offense. That penalty being enforced on the kickoff. Down.
Okay, so a little something to be enforced on the kickoff. Peyton Langford in to try the extra point. Snap is kind of tough to handle. The kick is up. The kick is good. And as we go to break, Beaufort now leads it 26-15. We'll be back right after this.
At Georgia Southern University, we're setting the standard for higher education in Southeast Georgia on 3 exciting campuses in Savannah, Statesboro, and Hinesville. We're offering more opportunities for hands-on learning, more ways to help our students find a career, and more economic impact on our region. At Georgia Southern University, discover more, connect more, be more. Florida and South Carolina residents get in-state tuition at our Armstrong and Liberty campuses.
Your home is one of your greatest investments, so why let just anyone protect it? Come see our professional team at Kinghorn Insurance of Beaufort. As an independent insurance agency, Kinghorn of Beaufort can provide customized coverage to meet your needs, from flood and water damage to windstorm protection. Our team has the expertise and experience to meet your needs. We proudly represent the Sage Sure family of companies, so come see why we've been earning trust and building relationships since 1898.
So as we come back with 8:21 left, Reed Rochelle gets into the end zone for the 3rd time tonight, and now the Beaufort Eagles are starting to pull away a little bit. They lead it by 11 here in the Beaufort County Bowl. Number 17, Bryce Holthus is in to kick it off. And he hits a little pooch kick down the right side that takes a soft bounce. Ball's picked up there. And who had it there? Jeff Gordon? Yeah. Jeff Gordon had it, took it out to about the 45-yard line, and Seahawks need to go down and get some points on the board now before this one gets away from them.
Still plenty of time left for both teams to put some more on the board. This was a 2-0 game in the first quarter. Then at halftime, Beaufort led 13-9. At the end of 3, Hilton Head High led 15-13. But the fourth quarter has been all Eagles. James Dagan with an 11-yard touchdown run. Rochelle with that 35-yard touchdown catch.
And there's a little pitch to Sterling White, and they're trying to get him a little bit more involved, see if he can become explosive for them and get some points on the board.
As the toss on the jet sweep to Sterling White, gets stood up by Will Kelly. Down on the field there for Hilton Head High, Conrad Alford. They cannot afford to lose any more offensive linemen, but Alford will have to come out for at least one play.
Village Park Homes is your true hometown builder. They're close to everything but far from ordinary. Village Park Homes.
Alford comes out, but no timeout charged to anyone. 2nd down for the Seahawks. 3 wide receivers to the near side of the formation.
Gaston Moore gets a snap. He's looking to go up in the air. He's under a lot of pressure, and he's going to get caught from behind right there by number 6, Jacob Anderson. So there's a big loss for Hilton Head. They didn't need to have happen. Let's go to Jeff Shane on the sidelines.
Update from the Beaufort sideline. James Dagan, their number 1 running back, who helped get that offensive drive going with a great run down the sideline here. His neck is being worked on. It looks like he got it twisted funny in the pile, and they got a big bag of ice on his neck. I'm not sure that he's going to come back, so it's going to be up to Amari Morris to finish the job in the backfield for the Beaufort Eagles. Back to you.
Thank you for that, Jeff. His sideline report to you is brought to you by Turbyville, your local independent insurance agency that has you covered throughout the low country. Deontay Richard has the ball. He's doing everything he can to get first down yardage. He's going to come up probably about a half a yard short. Will Kelly there to make sure that he doesn't quite get it.
Now watch Richard as he weaves his way through the secondary. Watch him glance over at the sideline right there and say, oh, I got to go that much further. Almost got there.
He tried to get there, but when Will Kelly's there to stop you, it's hard to get through. Gaston Moore, Will Frith come out. We have Deontay Richard going to take the snap in the Wildcat setup.
And remember, Thompson, number 10, you see standing there as an H-back. He's the one who caught the touchdown pass for the last score.
4th and 1, and Hilton Head really needs to keep this drive alive. And they're going to take a timeout. We'll take a Village Park Homes timeout. We'll be back right after this.
Hilton Head PSD offers convenient and secure online billing. Just have your PSD bill handy and click on the online bill payment button at WHHPSD.com. You'll be guided through the steps to establish your online billing account. Their payment options allow you to set up recurring credit card payments, you can view your consumption history, and more. Remember to have your PSD bill handy when you visit WHHPSD.com to get started. Hilton Head PSD, we're always working for you.
Big play right here now. Hilton Head needs to keep this drive going. Oh, we might have an offside and they might get a freebie.
Well, that's what they were trying to do.
And we have just that.
5-yard penalty, that results in a first out.
That's exactly what Deontay Richard was trying to do, was get him to jump. They were obviously have run a play had they had to. They didn't really want to. Get their first down, keep the drive alive with 6:23 to go.
Deontay Richard still in the backfield. He'll take the snap. He'll keep it himself, and he'll go nowhere but into the arms of Brendan Bowersox and Jacob Anderson. And that play up the middle really hasn't worked very well tonight for the Seahawks. OT Decor offers unique lighting designs. Visit their website, otdecor.com, to find the perfect accent to your home. otdecor.com.
2nd and 9, they work from the left hash mark and have 3 receivers on that side of the field, then bring one in motion.
And under a lot of pressure is Gaston Moore, and he goes right down on the hands of homecoming king Brandon Smalls. Came from the blind side. Moore never saw him.
Going to make it 3rd and long for the Seahawks. Hilton Head High has not won here in Beaufort
in a long time.
In a long time. Not since any of these guys were even in elementary school. Going back to 2004, they are winless here in Beaufort, and 1-11 overall.
Here comes Brandon Smalls again. Low pass meant for Deontay Richard. That's going to bring up 4th and long.
The loser of this game is in a must-win situation next week. The winner of this game is likely into the playoffs. Likely.
That's the operative word.
Yeah.
5 minutes left here in the Beaufort County Bowl. Hilton Head is opting to go for it on 4th and 18, or at least it appears that way. They certainly are, and they're going to have to air it out. And that's probably not going to do it.
Nope.
So Gaston Moore on 4th and 18 really wanted to let it go. Obviously, he didn't see anybody open, and here come the Beaufort Eagles again. We'll see if we get Jeffrey Smith or Tyler Haley coming in a quarterback.
Gaston Moore picked up about 8 yards. Only ran a couple of seconds off the clock. Might have actually been a break for the Seahawks. Now the Eagles will come onto the field. And at quarterback
will be, let's see who we're going to have. We're going to have Jeffrey Smith.
Yep. He's gotten all the snaps here in the second half.
And something tells me now you're going to see him and Amari Morris do a little bit of running here, try to run off some time, get a few first downs. Ball goes to Morris, who picks up about 2. Bring up 2nd and 8.
Yep, Nick Magnan making the tackle.
Mike Rickenboss Chevrolet. Before you buy, give us a try. That's Mike Rickenboss Chevrolet.
Gain of just a yard, 2nd and 9.
Down to 4.5 minutes now left in the Beaufort County Bowl. Beaufort leads it 26-15. It was a slow starting game, but since then the teams have traded touchdowns. Smith takes it. He's going to keep it himself. He's got some room to run. And Jeffrey Smith is off on a foot race to the end zone that he's going to win, and he's in for a TCL touchdown, and that should seal things up for the Beaufort Eagles.
Great leadership on and off the field from Jeffrey Smith. That time he faked the handoff. Again, he waited to read the option. When the end went outside, he went inside and was off to the races.
And he had a head start and wasn't to be caught, and Jeffrey Smith cashes in.
57 yards.
Peyton Langford in for the kick. Snap is down, kick is up, kick is good, and as we go to break, Beaufort leads it 33-15. We'll be back right after this.
The Hilton Head Homebuilders Education Foundation has been providing local high school graduates in Beaufort, Jasper, and Hampton counties with scholarships for over 25 years. The Education Foundation is a 501c3 nonprofit charitable organization formed to support and raise funds for continuing education. Donations are vital to the success of the program. To become involved or to contribute to the Hilton Head Homebuilders Education Foundation, contact HBA staff today.
Jeff Altoff here with Lowcountry Insurance. Let me ask you a couple questions. Do you trust your current insurance agent? Do you even know who your insurance agent is? We are a trusted choice independent insurance agency. We make insurance human. Our expert agents walk you through hand-picked options with language you can understand. We are local and here to help you. Give us a shout, Lowcountry Insurance.
So with 4:10 left here in the game, Jeffrey Smith takes it 57 yards to the house to put Beaufort ahead 33-15. Good coverage on that kick by Reed Rochelle, and now Hilton Head, the lights are getting dimmer. Let's go to Jeff Shane on the sidelines.
Guys, 4 minutes and 10 seconds left for Hilton Head now to try to put together some sort of big comeback. As the way it stands, here's what it looks like. Beaufort will go to 1-1. They'll play Colleton County next week with a chance to still tie for the region crown. Depends on what happens in the other game. Last we heard, Bluffton was ahead 27-23 in their clash. That would put Bluffton at 3-0. Hilton Head is going to be the team on the bubble next week. They're at 0-2 with the possibility of going 0-3, and they would be the team to go into the pool for one of those wild card slots. Will they get it? It's hard to say because, again, it's not by overall record, because even with tonight's loss, the Seahawks would still be 4-4 overall. However, a committee will take a look at teams that the opponents that everybody played, the results, maybe how everybody played that they beat, it kind of reminds us a little bit of the BCS, but it looks like Hilton Head is the team that's really going to have to climb out. They've got 4 minutes left to try and engineer something here. The big thing is they're going to need to beat Bluffton next week in the Bridge Bowl.
Thank you for that, Jeff. His sideline report is brought to you by Turbyville, your local independent insurance agency that has you covered throughout the Lowcountry. As we were away, Gaston Moore hit Sterling White with a pass.
Personal foul, horse collar on the defense. 15 yards from the end of the run, first out.
Who got a first down, and then they get an extra 15 yards, so maybe Hilton Head can find a way to strike it in the end zone and get the ball back quickly here with 4 minutes left.
Still a 3-possession game, though, down by 18.
Moore back to pass. He's going to air it out toward the end zone. And it was well covered that time by number 22, Peyton Langford. We have a flag on the play.
Pass was intended for Nate Brown, who scored the first Hilton Head touchdown of the game.
Don't forget to stick around at the end of the game for the MVP award presented by the Charles Sampson Group of Charter One Realty. We've got a few contestants right now. I think Reed Rochelle, who's been in the end zone 3 times, he might be one of those.
Jeffrey Smith has thrown 2 passes and run for a touchdown.
We're in the play. Holding on the offense, number 50. 10 yards from the spot of the foul, replay first out.
It was good to see Conrad Alford back on the field for Hilton Head High. He went out a little while ago. Not so good that he's the one called for the holding penalty.
1st and 25 now for Hilton Head. They trail it by 18. Gaston Moore rolls to his right, throws off his back foot, has Sterling White, who makes a nice play and starts to get a little bit of the yardage back.
Eagles have done a good job of at least containing Sterling White during this game. Yeah, he gets the ball there, but boy, so many times this year he has taken a play like that and turned it into 6.
Hasn't been able to break away on one tonight. As BJ Payne, Coach BJ Payne told us coming in, he's probably at about 85% or so. Gaston Moore under pressure again from homecoming king Brendan Smalls, but he gets that one away there to number 6, Nate Brown. So that'll bring up 3rd and we'll say more manageable now. Yeah. Is that the best way to put it? We're under 3 minutes now in the Beaufort County Bowl.
The one thing they're going to have a difficulty managing is the clock. There's just not enough time left on it.
3rd and 11, ball goes out there. He's got a man. It's Deontay Richard. He appears to have enough for the first down to keep this drive alive.
Desmond Gaylord making the play on defense for Beaufort.
Good, well-thrown ball by Gaston Moore. Clock continues to run down to about 2:20 now. Moore looking for somebody who's going to throw it over to the right side. Ball goes through the hands of Sterling White. That'll stop the clock with 2:19 left. There's our sideline reporter, Jeff Shane, who almost had his 2nd reception of the night.
We can't give him the MVP.
That's right. Speaking of Jeff and his sideline reports, they are brought to you by Turbyville, your local independent insurance agency that has you covered throughout the Lowcountry. There's our man Gustavo wrapping things up for the night. Now, little movement there by the left tackle.
The offense, 5-yard penalty, still first down.
Gaston Moore trying to settle his crew down. 2:19 left. Got to keep playing, got to keep plugging. But the Seahawks are down by 18.
Moore back again. Brendan Smalls all over him. He throws deep into the end zone, and he had a man there too. As Nate Brown, looking for his 2nd score of the night, wasn't quite able to hold on. And that would have helped the cause just a little bit.
It certainly would have. Jeffrey Smith was back in the coverage. But now it'll be 3rd down and 15 for the Seahawks. Moore trying to get everybody back on the line of scrimmage before they start the clock again. He gestures out to Sterling White. Watch White, right in the middle of the screen.
Moore throws it on the sideline there, caught by Deontay Richard. And that'll bring up probably 4th and about 6, 4th and 5 or 6.
So this is it for the Seahawks.
This is what we would call a big play.
Well, they bring the field goal unit on. Jonathan Orr, that could get it to 15 if he were to make it.
3 scores.
Yep. And they'd still have to have 2 touchdowns.
Moore from 35 yards now. Kick is up. And the kick is good. So as we go to break, Hilton Head is back on the board. They trail it 33-18. We'll be back right after this.
We are Palmetto Electric Cooperative, your touchdown energy partner.
The best bargains in the Lowcountry are at the Salvation Army Family Thrift Store in Beaufort. Stop in and see the selection and feel good knowing all items in the store are donated and all profits from them stay local to help families in need. There's 50% off colored tagged items every day, and you can also help by donating clothing, furniture, and other items in good, clean condition. All donations to the Salvation Army are tax deductible. Visit the Salvation Army Family Thrift Store at 164 Robert Smalls Parkway in Beaufort.
So with 2:06 left here in the Beaufort County Bowl, Jonathan Orr from 35 yards out converts.
A whole lot of
and
little
we're trying
numbers.
An onside kick here now, and that ball is taken by number 6, Jacob Anderson, who does a great job of coming up on it and fielding it.
You saw a whole lot of
love taps there.
Small numbers on the Hilton Head side as they tried to make this kick work. Jonathan Orr kind of missed it off the side of his foot. He did get it up in the air, but great defensive play, hands play there by Jacob Anderson.
Anderson wisely saw the big bounce, went after the ball. And out comes Tyler Haley now. The freshman who had Reed Rochelle back in the second quarter with a beautiful touchdown pass.
Is this a save situation for the relief pitcher?
Yeah, I would say something like that. But I think he's going to try to keep it on the ground, and Amar Morris gets the ball, and that's exactly what they're going to do. And the clock is starting to wind down now. We're going to have a timeout on the field. Let's go to a Village Park Homes timeout. We'll be back right after this.
Looking for a unique lighting fixture that'll have everyone talking? Check out OT Decor. We have thousands of lighting fixtures that are perfect complements to your house. We carry Kichler, Monte Carlo, Murray Feist, Savoy House, Siegel, and more. Visit our website at otdecor.com to find the perfect accent for your home, or stop by our showroom and visit with our experienced professionals for a personal touch. While you're here, check out our custom cabinets and vanities.
So we're under 2 minutes now in the Beaufort County Bowl. 2nd and 9 for Beaufort. They're looking to run the clock out here, get themselves to 1-1 in region play. Mari Morris tries the left side, trying to get some yardage while staying in bounds.
Eagles also trying to break a 5-game losing streak. And even with one of those in the middle of the season, the Eagles could still play for a region championship next week.
They will be hosting Colleton County.
Now they might need a little bit of help from Hilton Head High if Bluffton beats Colleton County, and it's a close game in the fourth quarter there. Bluffton and Colleton County both 1-0. Hilton Head and Beaufort both 0-1 coming into tonight's action.
Tyler Haley, the freshman in the backfield with Amari Morris. He gives it to Morris, and Morris looks like he's going to come up a little short of the first down. The clock runs now with under a minute to go.
And Hilton Head can't stop it. There are no timeouts left. Beaufort High can take their time. Jacob Anderson wanted to be out there on offense. Coach calls him back off the field. You've done enough, son.
Billy fielded that onside kick. He likes the feel of the ball. He wants to try that again. Now we have a timeout by Beaufort. They're up 33 to 18, and we're going to go to a Village Park Homes timeout. We'll be back right after this.
Have you been hurt on the job, injured in a car accident, experiencing marital difficulties? Naird and Dubois are attorneys located on the south end of Hilton Head Island. With their extensive experience and knowledge of the law, they can help you on your legal matter. Naird and Dubois offer free initial consultation. So whether you have been hurt on the job, injured in a car accident, or experiencing marital difficulties, call the attorneys of Naird and Dubois now to schedule an appointment to learn about your legal rights.
And some happy Beaufort fans here tonight on homecoming. And the whistle is blowing here by Tim Cahill's crew. Tim Cahill looks like he wants to call something, but he doesn't want to stop the clock.
I think they just weren't quite ready yet.
Okay.
Beaufort jumped the gun. They blew the...
Now, does Beaufort have to run the same play again, or can they do something different? They're going to run the same play again. Yeah. No, why mix it up? And that's probably going to do it.
Morris hands the ball back to the official. We've got a player down on the field. That'll stop the clock with 20.6 seconds left. Next week, the Bridge Bowl. Bluffton and Hilton Head, and it doesn't matter what records each team has. That will be a dandy, and there will be a lot on the line for both teams. Bluffton could be playing for a region championship. Hilton Head could be playing for its playoff life in that one, as they might need to win and get some help to finish things off. Now we've got a Beaufort Eagle down on the field. We'll take a Village Park Homes timeout.
The Hilton Head Homebuilders Education Foundation has been providing local high school graduates in Beaufort, Jasper, and Hampton counties with scholarships for over 25 years. The Education Foundation is a 501c3 nonprofit charitable organization formed to support and raise funds for continuing education. Donations are vital to the success of the program. To become involved or to contribute to the Hilton Head Homebuilders Education Foundation, contact HBA staff today. Elite Physical Therapy has enjoyed being your physical therapy provider for the past 10 years. They focus their attention individually with each and every patient, providing a hands-on approach to accelerate your recovery so you can get back to the active lifestyle to which you're accustomed. At Elite Physical Therapy, you'll be treated by the same licensed physical therapist every session to work towards goals you set together. Take control of your health care and choose the best in physical therapy.
So Terrence Wilson was the injured Beaufort Eagle on that play. He did get up and walk off. It appears as though he's going to be just fine. Hilton Head will take over now with 20 seconds left. They trail it by 15. They're going to try to hang right in there to the end. A little screen pass right there. And Sterling White has some room, and when he gets some room, he can do some damage. He gets down to about the 37-yard line. That's a Hilton Head first down. They reset the chains very quickly. Gaston Moore gets the snap, throws the ball down, stops the clock with 7.7 seconds left. Hilton Head doing everything they can to get this one right to the end. There's Charles Sampson, who's going to be presenting the MVP award at the end of the game tonight. Gaston Moore gets it. He's going to try to go to the air again. He's going to throw it down toward the end zone. And this one is picked off by Will Kelly.
What a way to finish it, huh?
And just as the game ends, Will Kelly comes up with the ball, and Beaufort wins the Beaufort County Bowl. They go to 1-1 in region play and increase their chances of making it to the postseason. The guy that we started talking about at the beginning of the evening, he comes down with the ball at the end, and the Beaufort Eagles come down with a victory. We will have the post-game show and the Charles Sampson MVP Award right after these messages. Beaufort wins it 33-18.
Looking for a unique lighting fixture that'll have everyone talking? Check out OT Decor. We have thousands of lighting fixtures that are perfect complements to your house. We carry Kichler, Monte Carlo, Murray Feist, Savoy House, Siegel, and more. Visit our website at otdecor.com to find the perfect accent for your home, or stop by our showroom and visit with our experienced professionals for a personal touch. While you're here, check out our custom cabinets and vanities.
Be part of something great. Join the CBC First Federal Bank family. A history of strength and a vision for the future. CBC National Bank and First Federal Bank are coming together to become an even stronger community bank. We're focused on vibrant communities, successful schools, growing businesses, and financial stability. We were voted again by the community as the 2018 Beaufort Gazette Best Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
The life lessons that I learned playing football are priceless and started much earlier than my NFL career. As part of a team, I learned accountability, discipline, and the value of hard work. But the most important lesson is safety. Keep your kids safe during practice and during the game. Educate yourself and your kids. Learn the symptoms of concussions and how to prevent them. Everything starts with fundamentals, but remember, safety is first. For more information, visit peacockloves.com.
We welcome you into the post-game celebration here for the Beaufort County Bowl. Homecoming panned out like we wanted it to tonight, Coach. Comes out with a nice 33-18 victory, got off of a 5-game skid. How'd it feel?
It feels great to win. It feels good to be back home and get a win on homecoming.
Offense really looked good tonight. It seemed like we got the run established, and that opened things up in the air.
Yeah, if we can run the ball, it'll open up. We have playmakers all around us. You know, a young offensive line, proud of them tonight, though.
Defense, you never really let them get anything going rhythm-wise either, did you?
We missed a couple of tackles, but for the most part, we had a pretty solid defense performance, so we got a lot to work on next week.
Here's the trophy. Hand it over to these guys.
There you go, Coach.
Put it up. Put it up. Hold it up.
There you go.
Obviously, we had the night we wanted tonight. What does this do for you moving forward, looking at a big game again next week?
We know where we stand. All right? We got one game, and we still have all our goals out there in front of us. And we host a home playoff game. Our fans are great. They're still here waiting on us to get done here. But, home field is definitely an advantage for us. I hope y'all saw that tonight.
Now, you really want them out here next week, don't you?
They'll be here next week, sure. I'm sure.
Coach, congratulations. Great victory. And again, like you said, everything is still out there on the table for you guys for next week.
Yes, sir. Thank y'all for your coverage, and we'll see y'all next week, hopefully.
All right. When we come back here, we'll have the MVP presentation right after these messages.
Turbyville Insurance Agency has you covered in Beaufort, Bluffton, and throughout the Lowcountry. We are your independent insurance agency who will give you choices for peace of mind on your home, auto, business, life, health, and retirement plans by finding the best combination of price, coverage, and service. At Turbyville Insurance, we'll keep up with your changing insurance needs and are committed to customer satisfaction. Call us today and experience the Turbyville difference.
Hi, I'm Chris Butler, owner of Butler Marine. We are your #1 dealer in the Lowcountry for outboard boats, and we feature the largest indoor showroom in the Southeast. Butler Marine has a wide selection of new and used boats, including bow riders, skiffs, catamarans, and center consoles. We are the largest Key West dealer in the country and the largest Yamaha dealer in the area. With our large parts department, we have any part you need, and we can even store your boat at our new dry stack facility in Port Royal. You can visit us at butlermarineinc.com. Butler Marine, come visit us and discover the difference.
The Hilton Head Homebuilders Education Foundation has been providing local high school graduates in Beaufort, Jasper, and Hampton counties with scholarships for over 25 years. The Education Foundation is a 501c3 nonprofit charitable organization formed to support and raise funds for continuing education. Donations are vital to the success of the program. To become involved or to contribute to the Hilton Head Homebuilders Education Foundation, contact HBA staff today. Elite Physical Therapy has enjoyed being your physical therapy provider for the past 10 years. They focus their attention individually with each and every patient, providing a hands-on approach to accelerate your recovery so you can get back to the active lifestyle to which you're accustomed. At Elite Physical Therapy, you'll be treated by the same licensed physical therapist every session to work towards goals you set together. Take control of your health care and choose the best in physical therapy.
And we welcome you back in for the MVP presentation, sponsored by the Charles Sampson team at Charter One Realty. We've watched him the last few weeks. He's played tough. He's come out on the losing end, but tonight quarterback Jeffrey Smith threw for 2 touchdowns and had a stunning 57-yard run for another one. Jeffrey, congratulations on a great effort tonight. I know Charles Sampson has a little something for you.
Jeffrey, that was one heck of a run. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Jeffrey, a little different tonight. Feel good to be at home playing in front of the home crowd?
We had a lot of people show out, and we thought, coming into the game it'd be hard, but we're glad we came out with a win, and it's all good to be back home.
The offense seemed to click a lot better today. What do you really think kind of happened, establishing the run in the air? What do you think it was?
We just put faith into our offense, and we just ran what we knew we had to do, and we executed everything. Line blocked good, running backs ran hard, wide receivers caught the ball, and we just came out with a win.
Yeah, Reed Rochelle, he had himself a few touchdowns tonight. He's got to be kind of happy about that, huh?
Yes, sir. I've been throwing to him since my sophomore year, and it's just been kind of a connection. I'm trusting him with my life, throwing the ball every time I know he's going to come down with it.
Well, you did a wonderful job, and you made it work tonight. Coach, we talk about a senior that's been a leader on this team for, it seems like, forever. What does he bring to practice every day that helps his team get better?
He's a competitor. He doesn't like losing anything. And I'm talking not only football, I'm talking shooting the basketball, racing, nothing. He's a competitor, and it rubs off on our team.
Now, I know you have the freshman quarterback, Tyler Haley, who comes in from time to time, but we're really just bringing Tyler in because Jeffrey needs a rest from time to time, right? He gets a little tired out there.
He does it all. Tyler, that's not what we use Tyler for, but Jeffrey does do a lot for our team. He's playing defense. Also had an interception tonight on top of playing quarterback, and he's punting for us as well and running down on kickoff. So, he does so much for our team, and it's good to come out with something like this, well-deserved.
The game started out and you got captured in the end zone right away and your team fell behind 2-0 and it got nothing but better than that. So congratulations and best of luck next week.
Thank you.
And we'd like to thank all of you for joining us. For Charles Sampson and our team of Bob Stevens and Jeff Shane, I'm Chris Tremblay. We'll see you next week with the Bridge Bowl, Bluffton hosting Hilton Head High. So long, everyone.
Congratulations, Coach.